episode 6 of this podcast that we really need a name of right now. Let's just call it the unidentified, I guess, Kind of flashy or kind of like sharp flashy in a weird kind of way. But anyways, guys, what's up? What's up? We are here and we are going to be joined by two awesome people again. One of them is a regular now in the show and basically a co-host already for the show. His name is Mr. Arkanthiel. How is it going, sir? How are you?
Hello, Mr. Wawa. I'm here, just hiding from the rain. What about you?
I'm alright, ready to talk some Diablo 3 today. There are some major changes actually. A big change actually lately in the Diablo 3 world. And also, joining us today by the way, is gonna be one of the most active members of the DiabloPH community. You know him as the person who gambles unidentified or identifying millions and millions of unidentified level 63 items rather than selling them for like a million each. His name is Mr. Rye, Rudolph Ryan Perez. How's it going, sir?
Yay!
Yay.
Hey, I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm okay after losing all those items.
Oh man, I bet, man. Yeah, how is it? Like you said that there's like two or three only items like that's only sellable. Wait.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 sellable for like what, 500k each.
Well, you're still the richest man in Diablo PH, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Nah, I'm not the
No.
richest man in Japan.
I saw this guy though.
They're like,
Isn't there like this guy who posted like he made like $700 or something when the
But-
yeah.
I thought that was right. 1K in 1 month.
maybe it was Rai also. Was that you, Rai?
I didn't post 700. I posted 500.
Hey, still a lot
Still.
of money. I would love to have $500 just playing this game. Sabi mo bawi na kagad yung ano mo, yung pinambayad mo din.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon my Tagalog. But anyways, we're only gonna be talking about a couple of topics today. Basically, it's gonna be a lot because we did get a lot of community topics. Thank you very much for those people who asked in the Diablo PH groups and in the Diablo PH fan page. Thank you very much. And if you guys have any more questions, actually, you can still post them in the fan page or you can post them in the groups as well. And we're gonna try to look it up once we get to the topic. But for now, we are just gonna talk about a very serious issue right here, which is the magic find affix or stat in every items. Now, a lot of people actually have been wondering on is it actually worth it to have a magic find, because some people are already doing certain maths on why magic find isn't really a good thing or isn't really that much helpful, and it's not really worth your extra 5 million gold to buy this exact same item you're wearing right now, but it has a magic find affix on it. So that's what pretty much we're gonna talk about. Before we guys move on, do you guys have any ideas on this already? Like initial thoughts first. Initial thoughts, like right now, before we talk about it. What do you think about magic find right now? Let's start with you, Ark.
Well, for me, Magic Find, I don't really use it because I actually started on Gold Find, so it kind of feels stupid just to spend another couple million for new gear. But I don't know. I think it's only changing the quality of the items, not how often they drop. So I don't really use it. But I bet Ryan has a lot more information on that. He's a bit more versed in the Magic Find world, I think.
All right.
Yeah, actually, I read the topic on Reddit about the study. And here's my thing, if you're gonna get an item, if you're gonna get something, a legendary today, you're gonna get it with or without the magic find. It's all about your luck. I got a lot of friends, they get like set items, legendary items without even wearing anything, right? And on the study, it shows that it improves the chance of getting rare item if you don't have the Valor, if you don't have 5 stack of Valor. Because if you have 5, then you're sure guaranteed to have yellows. And about the rolls, about the quality of the items, there's no proof that you actually get a better one if you get magic find, because it's totally random. If you get something, it drops. it drops unidentified, but it is already rolled. It was already rolled the time na namatay mo yung monster. So it doesn't change anything, but it changes. It lowers the drop of whites if you don't have the Valor.
So it lowers
Based on
the
the study.
oh yeah, so it lowers the chance of getting the whites if you don't have the valor. That's what
Yes.
you're saying. Oh man, that's
On the
actually
study.
weird because I thought that if you have that extra stack, like, because I skimmed through like some of the posts that was made on that Reddit thread, like they're saying that there's some weird thing happening between, like, for example, if you have like 150% to 250 magic fine after 5 stack, there's like some weird stuff happening. Like there's a huge increase in chances and drops, but when you go beyond the 250% mark, like there's surprisingly another like a reset on how things are dropping. So I'm not. It's really weird. Like people have different ideas already on magic find and such, and it's kind of like it's kind of hard to based on this study alone. It's really hard to say that. I guess it's useful already because this study is still pretty small. Like it's just this guy's just working things out because I think he only tested out on like 1,000 monsters if I remember correctly, and he also tested it out on the treasure goblins as well. So those he said that those are the ones that helps out the most are the treasure goblins. Did you get to read this by the way, Ark? I don't know if you got to.
Not really. Sorry.
Well, let me show them. Let me show it to the audience by the way. Oh, what the heck happened? All right.
Yeah, I post the link.
Thank you very much. So basically, as you guys can see on the screen, this is a chart on how, if you have that. Basically, if you have a lot of magic find, basically what they're saying is that the chances of getting blues on when you have 0% magic find is higher, and then as you get more and more magic find, you do get more yellows and less blues, but not like the chance is still pretty high, but the finding rares isn't as high as the lowest point of the blues. And surprisingly, the white ones actually are still, it's not really that big, like in decrease in finding it. It's weird how they're trying to,
Interesting.
yeah, you're seeing it right now, right? Like Arc, like in the chart you do see that there is like huge increase. Well, it's not really that huge, but the drop is not really significant for the drop for the blues, and the yellows it's, I guess, pretty significant, yeah, from 10%. But then again, that's only 0.01 if you think about it, only 0.01 to 0.04. So stacking all those, like stacking that 250% magic find, is it worth it? Like, is it worth the extra 5 million gold? Because I remember, Rye, you'd mentioned to me like before I invited you, you said that, oh, I don't really use MF, yet you still find those level 63 items.
Yeah. I mean, right now the drop chance of 63 is pretty high. One run for me,
Uh-huh.
Act 3, no, Act 3. One run, it will be like an hour and 20 minutes. That's like every map, clearing every elite. And I will get like approximately 8 to 10 level 63 without MF.
Mm-hmm. See?
Because right now, if you're a DH, you'll be spending your time stuttering step your opponent, just like, especially those elite with fast fix. And you don't have time to actually right-click every gear when they're about to die. It's like,
Yeah, seriously.
I'm going to switch MF. Oh, I die. And you have to walk away like a bajillion miles to get to that elite. It's full health again.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to put on like a ring, because rings, it's kind of tricky to put on rings because you need to drag that other one or the left ring to the left side slot if you want to equip it. But yeah, like you said, it's really tricky if you just want to, what do you call that? If you want, oh, I posted the wrong link. Sorry, if you want to, how do you say? If you want to stack up those magic find at the very last moment, it's kind of hard to do. And actually, there was actually a tweet recently of Bashok. If you guys don't know who Bashok is pretty much the game designer of this game basically. And he recently said that, or he recently asked, what do you guys think of just having one item with all of the magic find? Will that work out for you guys? Like, for me, I think personally, it's a little bit better, I guess, but where are you gonna put it, basically? Are you gonna be putting it on just one amulet? Because that amulet, if it's only on that amulet alone, like, that amulet is gonna be really, really expensive. Unless, of course, if that affix, or if that magic find stat is default for every yellow amulet. What do you guys think?
I think the amulet is pretty cheap right now. They're 3M for a
Hmm.
perfect amulet. I think that's the best slot. Or helm, because you can have like 40 plus.
No, no, no. I mean, like, because he's gonna try to make a change. Like, instead of, what do you say that? Instead of having magic find on every item, like the boots, the gloves, the weapons,
Yeah.
things, it's only gonna be stacked in the amulet. Basically, there's gonna be 100% magic find in an amulet or something like that. That's what he's planning. That's what he asked. That's what he tweeted, basically. So that's what I think. Like, it's gonna be really expensive for
Yeah,
an
it's
amulet to
gonna
have
be
that.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be have like 30 million for an amulet. You know what should they do?
Mm-hmm.
Is like copy this style from RF, where you can just press F2 and switch all your gears in an instant. Because
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
like
I remember those. Yeah, I
remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you have this battle gear and F2 is like your running gear if you want to run.
Yeah,
They
I
should do
remember
that.
that because how do you say that? RF, I remember, if I remember correctly, there's like 3 slots, or is that 3 or 5? You can put, like, you can shuffle through like 3 items. What do you call that again? The shortcut at the bottom. How do you Arc? How do you say that? Like the number 1, 2, 3 when you. Oh my god, I forgot. What's that name again? Wow.
The name of what?
Like the hot bar, basically. Oh, I guess we'll call it a hot bar. Like where your skills are placed, and then the things. Isn't that called a
Uh,
hot bar or something?
yeah, there's a guy here, no, sees NVM lol. They said that there's a program to gear switch,
That's a
but
third party
yeah,
program.
it's a third-party program. It's an auto IT, but we're talking about the in-game thing about here, which enables everyone to actually,
Hmm.
have it an easy way.
Yeah, they really need to do that. They really, really need to do it. You still with me here, Shirai?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I think we lost Arc right now. But yeah, having that inside the game itself is gonna be really, really helpful. Like, especially like those switching moments and such. But then again, it's gonna be pretty tricky. Cause yeah, I remember back in the days when RF, like, people like are doing like hybrid builds. Like, they switch with speed, armor, and then they're gonna use like a ranger attack or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I remember like killing those big robots. What do you call that? And
Ace,
then when
the
I
ace heroes. That's basically
yeah
elites. Yeah, that's basically elites here in the game.
those Belatos,
Belatos,
the
Acrecias,
robots.
Acrecia, oh Mao.
Yeah, I wasn't a creature. Yeah, the Mao. I was killing like Mao, and then when when I'm low in health, I'll just like switch in one button, like running gear. You can't chase me. It's like they
Actually,
should do that. Yeah.
I actually was a Belato there, and then I was one of those people who drive the Mao. I was like, yeah, punching you guys, yeah, yeah. And then like a patch came in. It's like we ended up being really, really soft after that. It was like, oh my god, it cost so much to repair those mouse too. Like, you guys have no idea. Especially the black mouse repairs like
Yeah,
a
the black
million per repair. It's horrible.
So going back in the topic, no
Yeah.
MF. Should you have it or should you not? I think you should try it like for one day. If it works for you, then stick with it, right? If you don't see any changes and you're just wasting your time right-clicking every gear,
Mm-hmm.
then don't use it, because me and my friends, my buddies, we find rares and legendaries every day without using MF.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it just boosts your confidence that, oh, I'm wearing MF. I will get rares. And when you get rare, oh, I got this because I was wearing MF. Actually, even if you didn't wear MF, you're gonna get that
Yeah.
item if you're gonna get
Because
that
it's
item.
just a really, really small increase, I believe, on just like how MF work. It's just really really small. Like the factor that it adds up, even though it shows 250%, it's only like what 0.4 or something like that. So it's not really that much of an increase. I guess it will help you out. Like it's gonna really boost your confidence, and you're gonna be motivated to farm a little bit more because you're finding all those level 63 items. But either way, like you're gonna end up with like more often than not, like you're gonna end up with crappy items, right? Like especially with your experience recently, like how many those like a million items ended up like really bad.
Yeah, I opened up like 25 million worth of level 63 items last night. And I got like all. I did that like for the fourth time already.
Oh.
Because every time I want to sell them, like, okay, I'm gonna sell them and make quick gold. I'm thinking like, what if this bow is like godly? What if this amulet is like godly? And then I'm gonna open it.
Uh-huh.
And, oh, yeah. I mean, then doing it again.
I don't know.
Eh,
It's really tempting, I guess. It's really tempting, especially when you're just one click away from doing it. Like, what if, like, that's it, right? Like, what if it's this one, this one that's gonna make it for me, and then it never turns out to
yeah,
be that one.
especially those bows. Like, what if this bow is 1,200 DPS with
Mm-hmm.
slot and with attack speed with crit damage, and then you sold it for like 500k?
Oh man, yeah, seriously. And then they're good. And then that guy who bought from you is gonna PM you like, "Oh, thank you for
Oh,
selling this
thank
to
you.
me."
This
And
is the
then like
link.
it's like 1K DPS. Like, oh my god.
Because I'm a
The
gambler. I'm a poker
pain.
player. I would like to gamble the whole lot. I craft like 100 items a day. I just lost 15 million last night again.
Wow.
I like crafted like 100 boots and gloves. This,
Uh-huh.
this is what happened, right? This is what happened. I got lucky on one glove, and then I told myself like, oh, this is my lucky day. I should open up all my rares. And then I opened up all my rares. It's like, they're all crap. And then I tilted, and I was like so mad. Okay, it's time to craft again. And then I crafted, and it's all trash again. Okay, one more time. Craft again. Okay, last time. And then my gold was like 2 million only.
You guy. But how do you do that though? Like, do you buy your own like exquisite essence? Because those aren't cheap. Those aren't really that easy to find. Level 60 items. Because I find more level 55 to 59 items a lot more than the level 60 and above. That's crappy.
Um, you try to look for the level 61 and 63, right? You salvage it
The
like
60 to
for one
63, yeah, you get the exquisite
61.
essence.
61 only. 60 is like
No.
50-50 chance.
Oh, I guess. Okay.
There's a chance that it goes for wishful and that
Oh,
encrusted,
okay. Never. I see.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So for one run, I get like around 40 exquisite. That's like an hour and 20 minutes. So I was doing like a gabajillion run in 2 days. So I did like 900 exquisite. That's when I get my crafted items or my crafting items.
I see.
It's still, yeah. So here it is, still debatable if it does increase the quality or the quantity. Okay, never mind, Law. I will answer your question. It will not increase the roll or the quality of the item because right now
No.
Diablo 3 is random. It doesn't know if the item is good or not. It's going to roll damage
Oh,
or
man.
magic find or gold increase. It doesn't know. There's no presets. There's no preset. Like Diablo 3 makers didn't do like, okay, this is a good item. We're gonna make a preset, and if he has the magic find, this will roll. It's not like that. You're gonna get good roll. You're gonna get bad rolls, but of course you're gonna get like more bad rolls than good rolls.
Yeah, like they never implemented it in the system. Like, what's a good stat? What's a bad stat? No. Like a good example of that is elites. Like they never add what's a good elite skill, what's a bad elite skill. It's all just random. Like as long as that elite has five stats on it, like it's gonna be okay. But no, like others are really really hard to beat. Like especially if you're if a hardcore player, it's gonna be hellish for you, and you have no chance but to run away. But what if you can't run away? You know, you're gonna lose your character, especially when there's like lag and such. But anyways, back to the point. Like it's really um, it's really weird, like how they made or how they did do calculations for this game. like especially in the items, because that's one key feature of the games, like hunting for those really really awesome items. Like right now, I'm actually wondering why do they even put in like white items? Like it's pretty pointless now, especially in Inferno. Is Yeah, especially in Inferno, it's really pointless now. And I think, believe it or not, I think blues are about to be extinct as well. They're about to be pointless, like after a few months or so.
No, blues. Some blues are okay because right now I'm still like wearing a blue shoulder with like 100 dex, 180 dex, and like 80 bit, and that's like so cheap compared to
Yeah,
like a
blues are
yellow.
really cheap.
Compared to a yellow with the same stat, and you're only like looking for the dex and the bit, gonna cost you like 300% more. And the blues are like the main core for those exquisite essence.
What? The main what?
The main core. I mean, you get more exquisite from the blues than
Oh
the
yeah,
yellow.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be extinct in the auction house, but it's gonna be still pretty useful because you know you do need those exquisite essence and what's the gold thing that pops out in Inferno when you salvage? I forgot. But yeah, that you need that for the golden cheese or something, or the tooth. I forgot. What's
Ah.
that? The essence and the other thing.
Um,
Is it the cheese or the
Iridescence tears. I think it's the tears.
tears?
Oh, may nagpapabati sa akin. Hi to Daryl and Akis listening right now live.
Hello, hello to you guys. Thank you for tuning
My
in.
kumpare.
It's a tier. Okay, thank you for NVM law.
Yeah,
I-
there you go. Iridescent tears. Yeah, somebody just chatted.
Ah,
Okay,
that's
so
sorry.
like for the topic again, okay, just if
Mhm.
you have MF, wear it. If you don't have, don't buy it.
Don't buy
if
it.
you
Yeah, because it's
you
gonna really
will
be expensive. Seriously, MF right now
because
goes. That's the most expensive thing right now. I think, besides attack speed, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you just keep on doing runs, you're gonna end up like getting all these magic fine gears anyway. So there's no point in buying it
Mm-hmm.
because all I have like 200% plus MF gears, which I just looted from Act 2 and Act 3. I don't buy them. And I don't use them. Actually,
Really?
I think
Wow.
Jabito is using it right now. It's like I just lent it.
You don't really have
like,
use
okay.
for it. Like yeah, you're
Yeah, I
okay,
don't.
but you're okay right now. You're not really feeling uncomfortable. Me as a monk, I'm kinda feeling uncomfortable because I deal out a lot less DPS compared to Demon Hunter. So it takes me a lot longer to beat all those elites and such. So it takes me a little bit longer time before I get to farm that amount of rares and such. So
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
that's why
It
I'm
takes
kind of
more time
thinking
for barbs, right?
more barbs and
It's like
monks like melee. I think. I guess it really depends on the build because before I can kill opponents really fast, but since the 1.0.3 I had to revert. Like I have to adjust my build order and such because it's not really easy to be like an attack like all a glass cannon monk. It's not really viable anymore. Used to do that.
Glass cannon monk.
Just
Yeah.
imagine, I was able to do it though. I was able to do it like for a really long time before that 1.0.3 patch came in. It's like, oh yeah, because I'm doing the hundred fist. Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
because the hundred,
Yeah, that,
like there's one rune for the 100 fist, which kind of shoots out fireball. So I was able to abuse that because it deals out 250% attack. So it's pretty okay. So it pretty much doubles and then some my attack, and my attack was like what 25k back then, and now it's like down to 10k. So it was
That's
really
really bad.
horrible. Now I was like, ah, that's not worth it. I gotta stack up on my elements or my all resist, and because we have this one skill where all of our resistance are equal to the highest resistance that we have, so that's pretty good
Yeah.
for us. So I
That's
stack
good.
up lightning
You can
resistance.
only like
Yeah, it's really good, seriously. And then we have the mantra that increases our resistance by 20%. So yeah, more resistance for us. So we had to build it up, or that's how Blizzard wants the monk to play out. Which is kind of sad, they're still forcing us to that one narrow pathway on how to play the game. So I don't know, it's alright. But what do you guys think, by the way, in the chat? Like, what do you guys think about the MF right now? I know people really looks like they're excited whenever they see a magic find item, especially when they look at the DiabloPH groups. Usually, whenever they sell a magic find an item that has magic find, it's usually like a million or something like it. Even though the stats isn't really that good because there's magic find there. It's weird. Anyways, do you sell that for extra though, Rye? Like whenever you find something like that with magic find, do you sell it a little bit more expensive? Hello? Hello? Toot, 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 toot. Okay, this is... Anyways, yeah, I guess he's taking care of some stuff right now. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think? I want to hear you guys what you think. Anything new this coming patch? Not sure because there is like that hotfix actually happened just last Thursday, and
Okay, I'm
that was
back.
actually already big. Oh yeah, I was actually asking you a question, Mr. Rai. Welcome back.
Oh,
I was asking how do you say that? I forgot what I was asking. I forgot what I was.
Yeah, I'm arguing with my wife right now because
It's alright. All
she
right.
was like asking if you have a break because she just downloaded this Korean novela thing she want to watch.
Tell her we're gonna be done before 11, I guess. Well, yeah, we're gonna have like a 5-minute break. You guys, maybe she's not gonna be able to finish it though, so I don't think. But yeah, we should be done like very very soon. But yeah, hold on. I'm just checking the chat right now if there's like any question. But yeah, that hotfix that happened last Thursday was pretty huge. The drop rates, significant change. Actually, it's not really that significant. Basically, because basically everything increases the chance. So it's basically not doing anything because it didn't really only increase the chance of finding rares. It also increases the chance of finding blues. So for every blue you find, it's still the exact same amount of rares that you find, which is not really that awesome. But I guess more rares, more level 63 items are gonna drop down in Act 1 compared to before. I don't know though.
The drop is pretty high right now, but
Mhm.
rolling a good one is really hard.
It's
So I
really
rolled
random.
like hundreds of level 63 items. I can't even find anything that's worth more than 10 million. I don't know if it's just bad luck. Or Diablo doesn't
right?
like.
Like seriously, like I know I always see you online. You spend so many hours playing this game and such, and I can't believe that even you cannot find an item that's worth like 10 million gold. But what were the items that were you able to sell for like 250 or something? $250. How good was that?
Those are the items like this bow that I got like for 10 million, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the prices went up for 30. Then I sold it for 30 million. Right? And then I bought this 30 million bow, which sold for 250 bucks. And then I bought another cheap bow, sold it again.
Really? That's how you did it? Wow. That's pretty
And
smart.
you just have to know which item is going to be more expensive weeks after the day you bought it. Because right now, all those resistance items are just skyrocketing high price, right? It's
Mhm.
like going up. And what more items are going up? Magic Find is actually going down.
Yeah, I
If you see the AH, it's like 19% Magic Find blues are like what 20k gold. Before they cost like 300.
yeah, some of them cost 1 million if they have attack speed with them. But now
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's not anymore. But yeah, that's going down. I think life on hit is more expensive now. Life on hit items
Yeah,
for
life on
melee.
hit.
I'm not sure about range though. Do you guys find it useful?
No,
Yeah.
life on hit. I die in one hit. Why do I need to get life?
You just try to run away as fast as possible.
I
Avoid the
micro
hit.
like crazy. Like this is Pobus. I'm going to like stutter step your zealots like hell. If I die, I'm alive again.
That's funny. Like if you die, F it. You know, you already made your money. You already killed so many of them. It doesn't really matter anymore.
I killed like more than 11,000 elites
Really?
in my profile.
Oh,
And there was a guy on the PH group telling me you should play the game. I'm playing the game more than you, brother. Because
Really?
I was like, I had this debate, right?
What?
Because Dank Seller got nerfed, right? 25%. And on my free time, I do Dank Seller for getting gold while watching TV. So I was like a little bit like sad because Dank Seller's getting nerfed. And then he told me like, you should try to play the game the way it's made to. So I told him, man, I have like 10,000 elite kills. I play the game how it's supposed to be. How much elite kills do you have? It doesn't reply.
Some people there are just weird. They just want to pick a fight or something like that. But then you can really understand. Like, still the DiabloPH, there's a lot of problems in that group. That we need to figure it out. We need to figure it out, guys. Everyone needs to work together and how to deal with some of those palenque posts and like how do you say passive aggressive comments and such. But yeah, we can make it work. Make it work.
Yeah, there are like a lot of guys. Okay, one guy will post like this uberly godly items, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this bunch of groups will say, oh, it's only 2M. Because they know if they buy it for 2M, they're going to resell it for like 10 times more.
Yeah.
I give that guy the
Right.
real price of the item.
How horrible, right? Like.
There are those dishonest guys that will just try to trick you.
Mm-hmm.
So like these guys, like for example, you're a witch doctor, you don't know how much this quiver is, right?
Yeah.
You don't know. It's like it has this 5 stats that you can't compare to the AH, so you'll just ask the group, and this group of morons will, oh, it's only 500k, give it to me for 700.
That's horrible. Like you thought you can trust people in the groups, you know. Like you
No, there's
want to
no
do
way.
that. That's why you made this, you know. So we have a little bit advantage to the outside of our groups and how to buy and sell everything. But yeah, what are good quivers, by the way? Like talking about quivers, like what are good stats for quivers?
For demon hunters, we look for discipline because discipline is our life, and that's like SS, right? So at least 9 to 10 discipline, and then crit chance, and then a little bit of dex. Even though it's 100, it's okay, and a slot. That's it.
So a slot, hit chance or what is that? Crit chance?
Crit chance, discipline, and 100 dex with a slot. That's it. That's all we need.
And how much do you usually that go for? Like more than 500k, I believe.
If you get those 3, you get like more than 8 million on that quiver.
Really? Wow. Wow.
And if it has like elite bonus damage, it's going to cost you more.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Like 4%, 5% elite damage.
I always get
That's
those
it.
extra elite damage and extra discipline. I thought that extra discipline will always not, like it's not really that worth it, because it's really small. It's like what 4% extra damage to elites, but I guess in the end it factors up, it adds up. And
4% of 200,000 DPS, it's huge.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And
Yeah,
if a quiver doesn't have like a discipline, it's worthless. Nobody's gonna buy unless those noobs. Oh, this is high dex, I must buy it.
Also, just the discipline itself, it's really.
The
It's really
discipline,
what
the
it
9
sells.
discipline is going to save your life from those elites.
Discipline
we-
is the defensive, right? That's the defensive skills.
No, discipline is our secondary skill that I use for SS, for our invulnerability, the 1.5 seconds.
Oh, I see.
1.5 seconds of invulnerability.
That's really good. That's really good. You can run away really fast too, right? Like you get move speed boost for that second. Then you don't. There's no clash, I believe, as well.
Okay, I got a question here from Nevermind Lol. If you're adding crit chance on your items, meaning you don't have sharpshooter, ano ang papalitan mo? I would definitely change my bracer, because right now my bracer is trash. I'm only using my bracer. It has like what 40 dex. I'm using it for movement speed only
Bracers.
because I need movement speed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need more damage. I can kill an elite, like drag them in the portal, going in out, SS, use skill, go in and portal again. That's how I do it. Not many DH do that. They will just try to kill the elite even if they can't.
Yeah, seriously. I guess a lot of people are abusing that fact that you just need to drag them back to the portal, especially with the rage timer. Like, what do you think about that new rage timer, by the way? Do you still experience that?
I never experienced that.
Rage timers? It's horrible. It's like it does 1k damage to you per second for no reason at all. Just being close to the opponent does 1k damage to you, and then the opponent does more damage as well. It's like, how do you beat this guy with this rage timer? Like, They want you to really buy more or a weapon that has a higher DPS. Because me right now, I barely have any DPS. 10k, I guess is enough, but you just need to just stand there on top of Plague Molten and Fire Chain and then do your damage.
Yeah,
Then
it's
you're
gonna be
be
hard
okay.
for melee, right? It's hard for melee, like all those plague and molten.
Yeah.
It's like we DH run away from that. We kite like 24/7. We don't step on those. We step on those, we die.
I step on those and that's if I'm lucky, I'm gonna stay alive. Fire chains though, fire chains are the ones that does the most damage to me. And arcane lasers. Lasers, well, I don't know why they do that. I think I need 1k 1k all resist to beat this game. I don't know. It's gonna be hard. But then again, I just saw Kriparian. I told you guys earlier, like before we go live, like Kriparian was able to make like a set that is enough to beat the game in general for only like 456k gold. So that's really really impressive. It's just knowing how to buy and knowing how to buy and sell those items in the auction house. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty tricky, especially because Barb has that amazing lifesteal skill. Like,
Right now, Barb is okay,
mhm,
but you need like at least 1k DPS weapon to actually make it work. And your gears, Storm Shield costs like 30 million above.
mhm,
Your
really?
sword is going to cost you more than 20 million again for 1k DPS with slot.
Yeah, right now it's really high. That's why I can't even find another upgrade like that's worth it at least. Because everything is right now like 10 million. I only have like what 2 million gold in my account. I can barely buy anything. It's really hard.
I got this challenge, like if I don't gamble for 1 week,
Mhm.
if I don't craft for 1 week, I will have 100 million. Just from selling unidentified objects.
It could, yeah, you could do
I
that.
think I can because 2 days I was able to make like all those rares.
Double 63
And
errors.
yeah, I counted like the worth of that. It was worth 25 million.
Wow.
It's like I thought to myself, what if I just keep on farming this and I will make 300 million a month? And 300 million is like how many PHP? It's like, okay.
Well, right now it's $2.50 per gold. So
No, I
per
can
million,
get it
I
for
think.
1.8. I can get it for 1.8. I have a lot of friends from other forums that give me like 1.8.
Really? Wow. That's good.
Pabati daw kay Jason Daker.
Hello, Jason. How are you? But I think it's yeah. You
That time will come, like next 2 weeks, 1 million will like $1. That's gonna be like the best time to buy gold.
next week. You said to buy
No,
gold.
maybe next week. Maybe next week it's going to be $1 per million. Because
Well,
people
mhm,
are botting like 24/7.
it's horrible.
They get like 30 millions a day sleeping.
Yeah, it's horrible.
They can throw it away for $1 per million
Seriously.
and still earn money.
Still make 30. Yeah, $30 a day. Not bad.
Not bad here in our country, right? Not in your country, U.S.
Well, if you're
$30
just sleeping, you know, if you have a day job and then you're just sleeping through the night making money, that's not bad. Like you can make that's an extra what 150 a week. You can,
Yeah, that's
that's pretty helpful.
I mean, there are like a lot of people in our page that like sold gold before they were even strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember those
How is
guys?
that possible?
Like, oh,
yeah.
yeah, they were like selling like, oh, I got 10 million gold, I can make money right now. And then after weeks, I can't even farm right now. I don't even have gears.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's like they didn't actually think that if they, you know, just keep it tight. Keep your gold right now. Keep your gears. By the time that you can actually farm Act 4, an hour a run,
Mm-hmm.
you will be earning more than $1,000 a month selling those rares that you find on Act 4. That is your goal right now. Right now, Act 3 is scrap. You get those monster rolls on Act 4.
Really? How? Why don't you farm Act 4 then?
It's not efficient. I mean, you only like get like how many elites? 8 to 9? And you die
Double,
like
yeah.
50, 100
Double
times.
level 8 to 9, yeah. It's a pretty small
Yeah,
stage, yeah.
I need like Gears of a Teen to actually farm Act 4. I can finish Act 4 and Diablo, but it's not efficient. I can only get like how many rares?
Weird.
Remember the bow that someone posted in DiabloPH? It's like 1,500 DPS,
Mhm.
right?
One
It is
5
slotted.
DPS. That's a lot.
Slot. That's a slot.
Uh huh.
It has base crit damage of 98%,
Wow.
right? And it has dex and attack speed of 25%. You know where he found it?
Where?
He was wearing Magic Find and like doing vases, whacking vases 24 hours 7 in Act 4.
That was before 1.0.3 though, right?
Before the patch.
Yeah.
It was worth it. He did it like for 3 days. He got this bow.
Yeah.
He sold it for 25,000 PHP. Not bad from breaking vases.
He was able to do that? Wow. How did he find a buyer? In the groups? I didn't even see that thread.
He posted it. I want to buy it for like 15,000 because I know I can sell it for 40,000 international. I'm not gonna use it.
That's true.
I can sell that for more.
For like another forum site, right? Like you can
Yeah.
sell it online. That's true. That's crazy. What was I gonna say again? Oh, I forgot. Wow, I forgot this thought I was gonna say. Wow.
Yeah, about
Completely blank out. Go ahead.
about the next topic. What's our next? Are we done with our topic?
I guess we're done about this topic. We don't really have Mr. Arkanthiel right now to add up to our conversation. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done. We should talk about the community topics. Like the people that posted in the groups about what they want to talk about and such. But anyways, thank you guys for joining in the chat, by the way. Appreciate all the conversation that's happening over there. Thanks for the people answering certain questions that we couldn't really get to. And yeah, if you have any more questions, just post them down below in the chat. And yeah, Mr. Rye will definitely try his best to
Yeah,
answer them.
I will try to actually answer. And about those people who are actually like thinking, what should I do? Should I go xbow, bow, or dual one hand? Well, I saw a team doing xbow. I should
Yeah.
go xbow without knowing what's the consequences.
What are the consequences? Go ahead. Can you enlighten us real quick, please?
We should actually talk it right now.
Is it gonna be a while or yeah? Oh yeah, I guess
Around
that's a
5
community
minutes.
question. Yeah, that's a community question. We can take like a quick minute or so. All right, let's take a quick minute before we move on to our next topic. So the next topic
Okay.
will be community topics, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, so stick around. We'll be
Okay.
right back. Enjoy some music. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for part 2 of today's show, where we're going to be talking about some community topics, some people or some topics that you guys have posted and certain threads in DiabloPH and DiabloPH groups and fan page. Again, I am being joined here by Mr. Rye. I'm just gonna call you Rye, okay? So that's
Hello.
it's your fancy name, and also
Where's-
Mr. Arkanthiel.
There you go. You're back.
Are you back, Ark? Yes, you are. Hello, are you back, Sir Arkanthiel? Hello.
Yeah.
All right, there
Yeah,
you go.
I think I'm still lagging badly.
All right,
Lagging badly.
we'll make it work. We will make
And-
it work.
Okay, I should be here. Hello.
Hello, hello, yes. Because right now,
Wow.
I know. Hi, hi, Ark. Right, narinig mo ko, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Oh, there you go. Just our luck. Just our luck. Once we get online, goes down. Anyways, right now we are gonna be talking about some community topics, as I have mentioned. But first, let's talk about the one that was posted in the chat earlier on about what is the difference between a longbow and a crossbow. So today, right now, by the way, guys, thank you very much for dropping some knowledge on the show. Hope you guys are learning a lot, actually, because this is some good info right here. This guy plays a lot of hours, and this guy is always a farmer in Act 3 and such. So you guys could learn a lot from today's show. So yes, here we go. Yeah, X-bow and bow, regular bow. Go.
Okay, so many people are actually like wondering, what should I do? Should I go xbow? Should I go bow? Or dual one-hand xbow, right? People went xbow because they saw a team went xbow. People will copy everything they see on the internet and YouTube. Here's the thing, right? Xbow, what is an xbow? It gives you 50% crit damage and an uberly boring, slow
Arrow.
speed attack.
Yeah.
It's like you're shooting and sleeping at the same time. And with the nerf attack speed, it was okay before the patch. I was okay using xbow before the patch,
Mm-hmm.
but after the patch and you're using an xbow, it's no fun. You're dealing like huge damage, and you're like bored to death. It's no fun. So here's the deal, okay? Which one is stronger? Okay, if I ask you, a shotgun or a machine gun in 30 seconds of firing, right? You're dealing good damage in a shotgun,
Mm-hmm.
but who's going to hit more crit chance? The one who fired 50 shots or the one who fired 10 shots? Because that's like logic right there.
Yeah, basically, yeah, you gotta do like, it's a, I guess, more chance. When you fire more, you're gonna have a better chance of
Better of chance
Mhm.
of doing crit
more damage. Yeah, more
right?
critical damage.
Even if you have lower damage, like lower crit damage, you are firing twice as fast as the xbow user.
Yeah.
Atin is like an exception because his gears are like uberly godly. He can go an xbow without doing anything. He can kill Diablo sleeping without his xbow is like 1300 DPS with base damage 100%
Mm-hmm.
with another 100% crit jam.
Damn.
So he crits around like 400,000 a normal elite mob.
Crazy.
That is an exemption. If you have like 300 million to buy that kind of xbow, go xbow.
That's funny. Because that's basically
Because
too, like, I guess in the extremities or in the extremes, Expo is gonna be good. Like, you have those extreme stats already, like you have the 300 million gold armor or set stuff. Like, yeah, you can go for that and such. But I guess right now, what's more, I guess it's more optimal to go for like for the regular bow, right? Or do you go for dual wield?
Here's my point of view. Right now, for me, this might not be true for a lot of people. If you have the bow of a teen, then X-bow is good, right? But for me, if you only have like a budget of 100 mil, like 50 mil only, right? Go X-bow or dual one hand. Why? Why go? Here's the thing. I have this bow, X-bow, 1k DPS with 290 dex, with 98% base crit and with slot, right? I was using that to kill Asmodan and I can't kill Asmodan.
Wow.
Why? That was an uberly godly X-bow. I was hitting a crit damage of 250k. I can't kill a boss. And it's no fun killing elites firing like a shotgun, like bang!
Bam!
Bang! Bang! You know what I did? It's like, I sold that for 80 million. And I bought this 49 million bow.
Wow.
1174 DPS
Uh-huh.
with 11% attack speed increase. And I'm killing Asmodan in 30 seconds right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you think about it. Why how can I kill Asmodan with a much weaker bow? Because I'm firing more shots than the X-bow. I am hitting more crit chance than the X-bow.
Yeah.
I am getting more hatred regeneration than your X-bow. I am hitting more mini stun effects on the normal mobs
Then the Expo, yeah, because you're firing
than
more.
the
And
X-bow.
seriously,
I
yeah.
am firing more.
Mm-hmm.
And there will this time that will come. People will realize that the best bow will be the dual one-hand X-bow. Why?
Why?
Those are like two bows slotted, right? If you find both of those with 100% base, and you're going to have like 600% crit damage and attack speed of 5, every second you fire 5 shots. I'm going to kill those X-bow users on PvP. No freaking way they're going to kill me. I'm going to mini stun their ass. Like, I shoot 5 times, you shoot 1. I don't care if you deal more damage.
And you can dodge those slow arrows too. You can easily
Yeah.
dodge those things.
Those slow arrows are just... oh.
Unless traps are invisible in PvP. Like, you can easily get trapped.
So my plan right now, if I find like a 1k DPS one hand with max attack speed 11%, with the base crit damage or at least 50 and a slot, that's going to be like my main goal right now. Because I want to fire fast. I want to kill things fast, even if I die fast.
Yeah.
That's what about DH is all about. People are like posting, oh, I got this tank build DH. We go range, not to tank, idiot. We go we go range because we want to kill something in range.
Because that's
You
not
wanna
your
go
role. Yeah.
tank?
That's not your
We-
role. Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's not you want to go tank? You go barbarian. Man. It's fucking stupid. Now, what is the fun of going tank DH? It's freaking boring. It is viable. It is doable.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if you have fun killing stuff in like you shoot one shoot in like 10 minutes. I don't care. It's no fun.
Like it's more viable, I guess, to do tank build if you're a wizard, because wizard there's
Yeah.
actually melee wizards that are coming
Yeah,
out
they're-
melee
they're-
builds, which is really cool actually to see those melee wizards, because basically they try to make use of diamond skin as much as possible, because diamond skin is really good. Diamond skill, because that's basically like what you don't take damage and you absorb all the damage you take. That's really helpful. And the teleport as well skill, and they also have those AoE effects that they get attack
Yeah.
or they attack or that attacks everything around them, which does
Okay,
so much
here's
damage.
somebody's asking,
Mhm.
like, tell the difference of one hand quiver xbow, two hand xbow, and a bow.
No, he's
right?
saying today I learned the difference of one hand quiver expo between
It's
two
like,
hand expo.
One hand xbow with quiver. I don't think you get the bonus attack speed, right? I don't know if you do.
Mhm.
But for me, I think two. You don't go one hand and quiver. That's I don't know, man. It just doesn't mix because quivers are made for bows and Xbows. You go one hand because you want another one hand with.
You want the
with
speed,
a
yeah.
bow.
You want the speed. The
You
firing
want speed.
Mhm.
Okay, here's another point, right? If you're going and buying a bow, like normal bow, right?
Mhm.
Don't buy those bows without the max attack speed. At least 9 to 11%.
Those are really needed, I guess. Yeah.
You need. Here's one more point, right? A normal X bow has 1.10 attack speed. A max bow attack speed has like 1.55, right? 1.55 or 1.60.
Mhm,
You're not going to find any gears with 45% attack speed bonus. But you can find a gear or an amulet with 65% crit damage. And that is where you get your bonus crit damage from those amulets. But you're not gonna find anything close to 40-50% attack speed.
I guess what do you call that? You can substitute attack speed with bonus crit damage, I guess.
Yeah, so what I did is I bought a bow.
Mhm.
I bought a bow, like max attack. You should go for a bow with max attacks. Don't go for bows just because I said so. Just buy a bow if it has 9 to 11 attack speed with slot.
Those are actually
And-
expensive now. Those 9 to 11%, because
Yeah.
that's pretty much the highest you can go right now with bows.
That's the highest you can go.
Because
If
with
it,
anything, yeah, except for quivers. Quivers gives you a lot more
yeah,
attack speed.
if the bow doesn't have any attack speed, don't bother buying it. Even if it has 200 dex or base crit damage 50, you're going to fire like an X-bow, man. It's not worth it.
You really just
So,
need
don't
that.
buy it.
Yeah. All right. Lesson learned, guys. Keep in mind, don't buy any bow that has no attack speed, because that's really important. This is coming in from an Act 3 person, Inferno, so he knows his stuff. Maybe it's not your build right now, but you know you need to work your way towards that kind of build. I guess. But because what are the different builds, by the way, for Demon Hunters right now? Because we have the speedbow build, then we have the Athene build with the X-bow.
Oh, I'm still stuck with a bow and a quiver
Bow
right
quiver
now.
build.
But I'm trying to farm 100 million.
Mhm.
And farm 100 million and buy a godly one-hand X-bow with crit damage, max attack speed, and discipline, and find twice of those. I'm gonna be like those two bows, 400% crit damage, right? I'm going to fire 5 shots. You fire 1. Who's more fun?
And who's gonna do more damage, even though?
I'm going to do more
Yeah.
damage even if I do half the damage of your X-bows.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I killed Asmodan with a much weaker bow than a stronger X-bow.
It's crazy how people like do that. Like how there's really hidden mats in this game. There's like you really just need to try everything out. If it doesn't work for you, try another one. and if it doesn't work, try again, try and try
Yeah.
and try.
Yeah, the problem is people see things in the internet and YouTube and they try, oh, that's the best thing because I see it from it.
I guess it's not that bad because some people aren't really that creative in making builds. Because basically, me myself, I was having a lot of hard time, like making a good build because I was stuck in this mind frame that I need to, or I want to be a really fast because that's what I want to do. So I was able to make like a monk for like with 2.5 DPS, so like really awesome, but it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. So I got so mad, like I died like 10 times in a single butcher run. So I was like, it's alright, it's alright. Then the fees for repair went up. Like, screw this, f this, f this. It's not working out. So you gotta look it up sometimes in the internet because a lot of more people in the internet. There's some more people creative stuff, some creative people out there that does a lot of work with a lot less money. So really awesome.
Yeah, so
Anyways,
somebody
yeah.
just posted a link here. Depends on your build and gear.
Mhm.
Yeah, it depends. If you really like your xbow, then don't switch. But in my opinion, in my experience, people will start switching to bow, and finally people will realize that one-hand xbow is the best. Maybe after months, unless you have like a 1,500 DPS xbow, right? But we're talking about like same worth of millions of gears. What if I have the same gears as you and the only difference is like my bow, like the bow that I was talking about.
Mhm.
So if I'm going to post a link of me before the patch, if some of you didn't see, this is how I kill Asmodan with 3.7 attack speed. Okay, here's the link on YouTube, and you judge it. That's more fun than using an X-bow. Here's the link. You can watch it. And I was having fun. I want to fire as fast as I can. So right now, I want 100 million gold, buy 2 one-hand X-bow, and do 400% crit damage. Because fast is fun.
Fast is fun indeed. Even for me, even for melees, fast is fun, but it just don't work. It just doesn't work for melees right now. Anyways, I'm gonna try to show it on stream right now. Your play. Pre-patch Inferno Asmodan DK 250k DPS bow type. Surprised you got so many negative downvotes here. Surprising. Let's see.
That is fun, right?
Yes.
Firing like 3.8 attacks. I can fire like that if I get those 2 one-hand axes. That is how I want to play my DH. I don't want to tank. I want to repair and die in one hit as long as I fire like that.
You want to finish everything as fast as possible. That's pretty much
That's
how
good.
DH plays.
There's people who make tank builds out of their minds. You want to tank? You go barbarian, man. We go range. We want to kill something 10 yards away from us.
I guess their tank build in a way is that if you just want to survive just a little bit, I guess that's what they have in mind. Even though, like, it's not gonna be for a while, because basically even Blizzard said it. Like, monks and barbs have more defense in general. Like there's some hidden mats in there that it just works like that, and then they made it so that those ranged characters are just really weaker in defense in general. But they do more DPS though. Do a lot more DPS. Let's move on to another topic right here. I'm not sure if we can talk about. Do you have any specialties in Linux, by the way? Because there is a topic right here requested.
The people that got banned using
Yeah.
Linux.
Nilbert Ginto says that thoughts about the current issue on some Linux users. So if you guys are not aware on what happened here, basically Blizzard went on a banning spree, banning a lot of suspicious activity, I guess, or bot users, because I think their system is called Warden. I think I saw it in the post somewhere in Reddit. Basically what it does is just bans suspicious activities, and sometimes it makes a lot of mistakes because it also banned those Linux users who doesn't really use any third-party extensions for playing the game. So it's actually quite a hit right there. They're getting banned and they're not getting unbanned anytime soon. But a person on Reddit says that he is a WoW player, and this happened in WoW also, where the anti-bot program that Blizzard had for WoW went on a banning spree and banned so many stuff for Linux users and such. So
Yeah,
they say it's gonna get fixed very soon.
that's really bad.
It's
I
really,
mean, they didn't test it for Linux, right?
yeah,
I mean,
but
Blizzard
no.
didn't know.
no, but they made it. They're making it work though for Linux, right? It's workable in Linux. So
Yeah, because you got like this emulators to actually make it work.
really, I thought it was already made for Linux to make, or the game is ready
No,
for Linux.
like
No.
Windows.
Oh.
That's why they got banned.
Oh.
Because they're sending packets like different from Windows users.
Oh, I see. Because I always thought that whenever people are saying that, oh, I can play this on my Linux, I thought that the game was made for Linux. Because you know, some games are already coming out with old games that has no Linux, no Linux version, that they're slowly coming up with it. So that's why I thought that, oh, Blizzard's pretty smart. They're already taking advantage of the people who use Linux, and yeah, trying to sell to them. So I guess Linux users are using some kind of a Windows thing. that
Yeah,
I
they're
guess-
using emulators.
Mhm.
Right now, Diablo 3 is in beta. This is the real beta right there.
Is
The
it-
beta that we had, like level 11, that's not beta.
This is
That's
better.
right.
Right. That's
This right now, the first 6 months,
Oh my god.
this is where it gets fixed everything. They
Yeah.
should fix a lot of things.
Yeah, let me get your thoughts on that, by the way. Like, what do you think of the status of the game right now? Seriously.
Um,
Well, from release till now. Yeah, there you go.
from release, it was full of bugs where people were actually like, you know, all those glitches that they
Mhm.
made millions from it.
Seriously.
I mean, they made it like this for years, right? How can they not know?
How can they not
How can they
anticipate
not-
the increase
and
in
that-
the increase in
That-
traffic?
yeah,
Oh my god.
the attack speed, right? Bonus.
Yeah.
They tested that like for how they hired gamers, right?
Mm-hmm.
How could they not know that that attack speed is gonna be more OP than the other stuff?
Oh my god. Seriously.
People spent like $1,000 buying Arma gold or Arma items on the Arma, right? And here's the thing, right? Blizzard posted that they're going to nerf attack speed, but they didn't actually post an official page where it's going to be nerfed that bad. It's not 50%, it's 60%. It's like your 25% is down to 10 or 11. That's more than 50. How could they not know that that's going to be more OP?
Like,
And even though it's OP,
mm-hmm.
man, the price is also OP. Let it be.
The prices.
If it's, the prices are OP.
Right now, like after all the inflation from the bots who put in all those gold in the gold auction house and in the economy, now everything's overpriced. Like, it's so crazy right now. Like, I believe the the economy right now is broken in general because of all
It
those
is.
dupe
It is broken.
golds. It's really broken. Like, I've mentioned this before, but week 1 of the game release, a million gold is $39. Now where are we?
Yeah.
250.
1.8 on
1.8 million or 1.8
Next
per
week-
million.
Next week it's going to be like $1 million per dollar.
Wow.
That's gonna be like the best time to buy gold
And-
because you're not going to farm 10 million a day,
That's true.
but you can earn $10 flipping burgers at McDonald's.
You get cheap. You get smaller actually.
Yeah.
Flipping burgers at McDonald's, and that's $10 is what managers in McDonald's get paid. That's not. Employees get paid base minimum, barely minimum. It's crazy. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna get more worth it to buy next week, I guess. As Rye said, he's predicting that it's
Yeah.
gonna go down to $1. And
It's going to.
keep in heart, like right now, while maintenance is happening, they're changing a lot of stuff in there. That's why the maintenance is so long. Usually, the maintenance is only up to 8 to 11. That's like the typical maintenance. Especially, I think back in StarCraft 2, like it's only like a short maintenance time. But now I believe they're doing something else. They're testing out what they can do with drop rates and the real money gold auction house, because they can't remove the dupe gold anymore because it's really hard to tell now. It's too assorted to tell apart the dupe gold from the real gold. And what are you gonna do from the people who bought those gold already that they didn't even know that that was dupe? Like you can't really
You're
ban
gonna
those
ban them?
people. You can take out just the million. You can take out like 5 million from their accounts, right? They're like, whoa, what are you doing?
What happened
Why
to
am
my
I,
account?
why am
Oh,
I
I
on
got
zero
hacked.
gold? Right? Yeah.
Oh, I got hacked, but my items are here. What the hell happened?
Right? Like, yeah, that's gonna happen. It's like, then they're gonna say, we apologize. This is a known issue, and we have no fix for it. Apologies. That's it. That's it.
But I think they might be changing the drop rates. It's too high right now. In my opinion, it's too high.
I don't think.
But
I guess.
but the rolls are too hard to find a good one. So
They-
that's okay.
But
That's
they
like
have no fix for that, though, right? They have no. I don't know if they can fix that, unless of course they add so many codes that they can that the system itself is gonna recognize what's good and what's not.
there's no way
Yeah.
you can actually like make a preset. Okay, this item is good. There's no way.
Yeah.
That's like how many stats can you roll on the item?
We might see that in an expansion. We might see that in patch 2.0 when PvP comes out. Like, you never can tell. You can never tell. And speaking of PvP, people are asking actually what, or talk about some PvP actually. So I'm not really sure what we need to talk about here because PvP right now is not up yet. But I think PvP will be interesting on release. Nah,
Yeah, PvP
unless
is like
go ahead.
PvP will like add more reason for you to farm gears because right now you farm gears to kill monsters. You farm more gears to kill them faster. There's no point of adding like more gears if you can kill something in 1 second, right? But if you are in PvP and you went to this room, right? Like with like 50 people killing you, you're gonna be so mad and you want to like farm 24 hours just to get a revenge on those idiots. That's gonna be more interesting, right? It's like, oh, I'm gonna beat that guy. I'll remember that name,
You'll remember that
Okay.
anyway.
right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be more fun.
It really is. But then again, I think what they're gonna do, like we already talked about it before, but I think what we're gonna do is that they're gonna try to something out like what they did with WoW Battle Arena. Do you know anything about the WoW Battle Arena, by the way?
No. Pabati daw kila Bong, Tenko, and Dior. Okay, thank you.
And pabati po kay me, nila Dior, or yeah, as you're saying. Oh, so yeah, because what they did in the WoW Battle Arena, they pretty much really nerfed all of those skills so that the characters last a little bit longer. Because what if, like, for example, you have that 1k bow that does 400k damage? What are you gonna do? Like, it's gonna one-shot everybody, right? In the PvP, it's not gonna be fun anymore. So they're gonna be forced to nerf those skills down. Because yeah, if it's all just one shot, it's not gonna be an exciting. Unless of course you make those bows really really slow and cooldowns take forever, which
I
is
think
gonna
in
make kind of boring.
In our PvP, I think it's, I don't know, we haven't seen it, but
No.
I don't know who's going to be the king. Because even though we demon hunters do the most damage, barbarians have like a bajillion resists, right? We're not going to do millions of damage on a barbarian. But I don't think a barbarian can chase us. We can just run away.
They can leap to you, but then again you can SS away.
We're gonna go SS,
Yeah, you
and we
can
have like
SS.
more movement speed, right? We have like 17% movement speed. Than them. They cannot chase.
What they can
Well,
do
we
is
have-
yeah. What,
We have jump also, like Volt.
oh, you have the vault also. So yeah, you have more skills to run away.
SS Volt, SS Volt.
They have the jump, or they
Micro.
have the leap, and they have the hook. The what do you call that?
Yeah.
The butcher hook. They can drag you in, but it's it's easily dodgeable and such.
Yeah, we have dodge too.
But you need to be careful. Once the barb gets on you, they're gonna just stun, bam, hit the floor. You can never run
That's
away
gonna
anymore.
be the challenge.
Yeah.
There. I think the class that's going to kill the DH is going to be the wizard. That's just in my point.
I guess.
If right,
Yeah.
the wizard. It's going to be an equal match.
Monks will
But
do
for-
good. Yeah, monks will do good also in the PvP. Like the thunderclap, basically fist of thunder, because it's basically a
Mhm,
teleport. It's basically a teleport
Teleport and, like
knockback.
knockback.
Yeah, knockback, and then 7 side strike. That's 700.
I don't
That's
know.
777 damage, bro.
I don't know what's going to be the witch doctor.
Witch doctor. The spit,
I don't
the
know what's their
poison dart.
You know what's good about the witch doctor right now? You know
Sure.
what's good?
What?
Their items are so cheap. they have the cheapest items.
'Cause that's the least played, I guess.
Because they are the least played, right? And here's the thing: if you get like a mojo or something from a witch doctor, you don't know how much that costs.
No.
You're just going to vend it for 200K, and that costs like what, 5 million.
Yeah.
Like we don't know what the hell is this mojo?
Mojos have like there's there's a lot of mojos there that have really good stats, really good that people have no idea if it's good or not.
Yeah, that's like one. I can't tell. I have like got like a lot of mojos which I don't know what the hell are this witch doctor looking for.
I think I think one major thing they're looking for is mana regen, because mana is really keen witch doctor, because what they can only do is just do one big burst of all their skills and that's it, because all their mana is gone, and what they need is just to keep the mana rolling in. So because basically there's some skills for witch doctor that has no cooldown, and those are usually the cheap one with mana in terms, but they do that damage over time. So it's, what do you call that, it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what's gonna happen after that. Are you okay? Are you still there? Oh, we
Yeah,
got
I'm
the
okay. I
webcam.
turned on my video
Whoa,
because
there you
somebody
go.
was like, somebody requested like, turn your video.
Awesome, yeah. May kasama na ako dito. I have someone here right now. Lester Santos saying that pabati ng gambling shop ko. So yeah, Lester Santos has his own casino in DiabloPH where he promotes, or he's tried to sell unidentified items. He's actually the first one who did this in the groups, which is really awesome. He was selling those. Okay, so who has the biggest balls here to gamble 200K away to these items? So yeah, so if you guys want to follow the originator, just do so in DiabloPH groups. You'll see him not that far. Let me see what else we can talk about here. But yeah, are we done with PvP? Do you want to add anything more with the PvP, by the way?
PvP, I think they should have like this betting system. Like, okay, I want to challenge you, but like for 500K.
Yeah, that should
How
be
many
good.
rounds?
Mhm.
And then rules,
That could
right?
be
No
good.
skills, just normal attacks. Or all skills. Just like micro all the way.
That could be
They
good.
should
yeah.
have that.
Yeah. They actually,
It's gonna be a good money for them.
they actually should do that in StarCraft too, like the ladder system. Like, you know, when you find a match, ding, 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 how many points were you willing to gamble? Diba? That would be cool,
What a bet.
and people
that's
would
gonna be
kick
like
you more.
It's like custom games, but with the betting system in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, with the arcade mode, they can do that right now with the arcade mode in StarCraft 2. Anyways,
And then people will actually bet too. Like, who's gonna bet for MKP? Who's gonna bet for him? We're gonna win money, right? This is gonna be
Mhm.
cool.
that
I
would
hope
be
any
fun.
Blizzard employees are actually watching right now. You should have.
Maybe, you know, you never know, because we do know some Blizzard employees here, which is pretty cool. Not really employees, but Blizzard people in general. So Sammy Yap asked here in the DiabloPH fan site, I have a question regarding set items. If you have two set items, for example, Inna's Glory and Blessing, will there be an additional 130 decks each, or just additional 130 decks in total? I'm just wondering if I will buy Inna's Blessing or just sell my Inna's Glory. So do you have any idea about that? With that's basically the greens he's talking about, the green item.
That's not going to add 260 decks.
No.
That's only going to add like 130 for the total thing.
Ah, I guess. So that's not
There's no.
that's not really good, I guess. It's good if both the weapons have awesome stats already, and then you have that extra stat.
Here's another thing, right? Like set items right now. There was this topic last week that they're going to nerf our set item DH Natalia's Rat. If you heard about it, it basically gives you +2 discipline regen per second, which gives you like more SS basically. But so many people are actually like saying, "Oh, nerf that thing. That's so OP.
SS.
That can't be." Yeah, because
15 seconds.
what
Right? 15
like-
seconds for the whole set, I think. Whenever you go SS, it's gonna last for 15 seconds.
no, you regen 2 more discipline per second. Basically, your base one is 1, right? So every second you now regen 3.
I see.
So they people were saying that, oh, that's OP. You should nerf that, nerf that, nerf that. So people are crying without even knowing all the things about Natalia. Here's the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
You go Natalia, you drop 80k DPS. Why? Those are bad items right there.
Bad item.
The boots,
Mm-hmm.
boots can only have like what 100 decks. you can get a rare with 250 decks
Mm-hmm.
with a fraction of a price. And the helm can only have like what 130 decks. You can get an Underyell for 15 million. You can get 180 decks. For the globes and other stuff, and the ring is really bad. It has like simple deck 70, maybe 100,
That's bad.
and it just gives you attack speed of 6, and it costs you like what 40 million,
Yeah.
right?
That's
That's-
uh-huh.
People were complaining that the set is OP. You forget to think that those set, it will cost you more than 100 million to build, and you are dropping DPS so down that in exchange for more SS.
But what do you think? How do you say that? What do you think about the idea that maybe those set greens items? That's the limit that Blizzard wanted it to happen. That's the limit of all this the items that's supposed to have. For example, they're not really supposed to have like 200 decks in one yellow item, and such with more stats stacked upon it. Like, what do you think about that? I think that's like the highest Blizzard wanted
Yeah,
it to
I
get.
think
You know?
I think here's the thing that is wrong with Diablo 3, right? In Diablo 2, you don't get bored running Axe. Like I run like Act 1 hanggang Act last one 5 by 1 or 4.
Mhm.
I don't get bored because I want to get like all the green items. In Diablo 3,
No.
you get green item, you get trash.
You're like,
It's like
no.
it's called a set item, it's called legendary, and it's crap.
And they're crap, yeah.
Right? It should be better than the rares. It should be better than the blues.
The
It's a rare
legendary crap of Butcher's Sickle. That's like something like that. That's horrible.
I
Right?
I get like every time I get a legendary, I just wish, oh, this could be just a storm shield. Why can't it be? It's like I always get this useless brown stuff. Well, I actually
Oh,
here's the
yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
All those trash that I find that I can't sell in AH, I put them on Arma like for $3 each.
Mhm.
And right now I got like $80 from selling trash.
Really? Really now? That's awesome. I need to try that.
You should try that, guys. Like
Just going for
you should-
$3. But they
But
take
you should
away,
know.
how do you say that? They take away like $1 each, right?
yeah,
every
so
time
I
so.
post them like $2 starting, $5, and then I will get like 3. And
Okay.
I got an $80 right now, which I can buy a nice gear
Mhm.
from those traps. It's called recycling. It's good. You should try that.
Any tips, by the way, on that? Like on the Arma, what sells the most and such?
In Arma, you can't tell what sells the most. Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of thousands of players who
Mhm.
don't know anything about Diablo, right? But they want to play Diablo. They're like noobs, right? For example, here's a noob. He searched for an item. He doesn't have any gold, but he has like his dad's credit card. He searches for this item in Arma, and he goes for the first page, right? He sees $250. He sees it. Oh, this is $250. This is gonna be the best item in the game. So you can post trash and get it sold. Like there's a video on YouTube. He posted this item for a joke. Day after, it got sold for 250. He was like, "What?"
The
bought
Scriptarian.
that shit?
I think it's
Right?
Crip.
Yeah, that's
Crip
crazy.
was able to sell a burger with
Yeah.
an attack gem or something like that.
That's crazy. So
For
you
two-
should try it. Because
Why,
yeah, like
right?
Crip-
Like, why?
Crip said, like people
Oh,
who view
my
Arma are those people who are noobs because those elitists they don't buy from Arma, right?
Nah.
Because they can get items, right?
Mhm.
People who buy from Arma are those mediocre gamers, and those are noobs.
The casual
And
gamers.
those noobs, casual gamers, they're going to search for the first page.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is so expensive. This must be the best item in the game. I should get it.
Yeah, that's true. They go for the base price. They don't even look it
You
up.
should- oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
They don't know anything about attack speed. They just, oh, this is 250. I should. There's this guy, right, in the forums.
Uh-huh.
He bought something from 250 without even reading that the sword is barbarian only, and he was a monk.
Mhm.
So he bought this for 250, and he can't use it, and he's crying. It's like, what the hell? Jesus, right?
Guys,
He
look-
was asking for a refund.
How do you get a refund? Oh my god. It's like a, how do you say it? It's like Diablo, man. Once you buy it, you don't return it. You can't return it,
I was
man.
actually laughing at that thread. It's like, God, this guy is so stupid.
Well, yeah. If you think about it, like those people, because you know, casual gamers or gamers in general can't really afford those types of items. Like for example, the stuff that goes for $250. They really can't, because you know, gamers in general are pretty much broke. Because usually like college kids, high school kids, you know, those people who already like are on a budget. But there are those people like already making it out. Like because gamers started in the 80s, and now there's more gamers right now in general in the world, because the culture, it's pretty much in and everyone right now. It's not only nerds and such, and the
Yeah.
people who played before are still playing now. Some of them are, and they're already making a lot of money because they were nerds before, and
Yeah.
now they're making a ton of money now. So now they can afford to spend those $250, because it's really not a small thing for them, because they make more than what, $5,000 a month, and usually
Yeah.
those are the businessmen. Yeah,
Exactly.
so that's what
I mean,
those are one of the people that are buying these expensive items.
there are these people from the forums.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, I will never buy items from RMAH. Then I will never buy them. Like so long. And man, you guys are idiots. You don't realize that there are people
Hmm.
who can afford
There
250.
are.
Man, they can
Seriously.
they can afford PS3s, right? Like $500 in the first lunch.
Seriously, yeah. How do they pay? Look, yo, people. How? There's this one story. Like, the new iPod came out. A new
Yeah.
iPhone. Excuse me, iPhone 4S or something like that.
Yeah, the boy.
There's this one lady who paid $1,500 to get in line first, so she can buy the phone.
Exactly.
The first person to do that. Like, why? Why would you?
And you,
Why would you
there are
vote?
people, there are celebrities playing Diablo 3.
There are. There are really.
There are. So those people saying that nobody's gonna buy your item for 250, man, those 250 are just like $1 for them.
There's nothing. It's worth nothing for them at all.
And
So yeah, there is a market for that, even though it's not huge. There's still people who plays that. Also, like I saw a post as well, in Reddit, Reddit Diablo. There's this guy who bought like almost like $250 worth of items, in general, not just one item, so that he and his family can enjoy the game. So he's like, oh, I just bought like worth $200 of items, and we're loving it. Like
Yeah.
we're having the time of our life. So there's also those
those
people.
those people who can afford like an Alienware PC for $5,000,
Oh man.
man, they can buy all your gears for $5,000 too.
And they don't care at all. They don't care
They don't
at
care.
all. Seriously. There are people out there who have money. Some of them are dumb. Seriously, because some of them like are just spoiled brats.
They just don't care. They just don't care.
Some of them are spoiled brats. You know, those
They
rich
don't-
kids, the rich kids that
They just don't realize that
Mhm.
people spend 1 week flipping burgers just to earn that $100.
seriously, yeah, seriously, you know.
And here's another thing, right? I haven't have this in mind. Like Blizzard should fix the trading system.
Arma? Oh no, the
Right
trading system.
now-
Oh yeah, that thing.
Right
that
now,
scamming thing.
you know, I got scammed.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
bad for you.
I'm going to tell you all guys how it happened, right? How I got scammed. I never thought I would get scammed. So here's the thing, right? I was selling my Underreal for 30 million because, you know, attack speed was like going down, right?
Mhm.
This guy PM me and he said he's going to buy out. So I said, oh, I'm not going to get scammed. I'm going to count the zero really slowly, right?
That's what you did.
So-
Alright.
Yeah, right? He put 30 million, I put my item, and here's what he did. He put a distraction item. He put something like, oh, here's an item for free. Right?
Uh-huh.
That's going to be, your eyes is going to be looking at that item. Oh, what is this item? By that time you're looking at, he already erased 10 from 30 million.
Oh,
And he hits accept,
sneaky.
That guy who did them, he scammed more than 200 million worth of gears, doing that trick all over again.
Wow.
That's like distraction to the max.
That
And you're,
is
oh, a
smart.
free item.
Mhm.
Looking at it, oh, a very good item. You didn't see that the zero got one more less.
That is
I
really
ate
smart.
that.
Wow.
That was smart.
I thought that what happened to you was the drop thing, where he's gonna cancel the trade
No
and then
way.
you're gonna drop the item.
Now, there are many people who actually tried doing that to me.
Yeah, a lot of people succeeded too. Like people.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people. Some of my friends do drag an item drop
You,
on the trading window.
you can just right
I mean,
click,
I-
right? Yeah, you just
Yeah,
right click.
right click.
That's crazy. Now I know
They should
about that. Yeah.
they should fix that. They should fix that.
Uh-huh.
It's like they should add like a 5-second timer. Like if you really want to accept, are you really sure? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's like showing what your item trading for the other guy. And they should have like this commas in between zeros. Right now
Yeah.
it's pain counting those zeros, especially on high numbers. 100 million.
How many
Man, you
zeros?
can't
There's
tell.
seven zeros in there. No, yeah, 6. No, 7. Yeah, there's 7 zeros in there, and then the 30, the 3 for 30 million. So you guys keep counting those zeros, man. That's actually pretty tricky. That's actually pro.
Yeah.
That's
So
pro.
while saying zero, it's an old school trick. Yeah, old school trick. Yeah, I got whacked because I was like, oh, a new item, but I did count the zero. Right? Oh,
And then
1, 2, 3, 4. I counted it like twice.
Then he showed you the item, and then you get
And
distracted.
then he showed me an
then
item.
you
I get
delete
like, oh, sorry, I got an item.
it.
Fuck.
It's horrible.
I never thought I would never.
You never thought you'd get scammed, right? I would never
Nah.
thought you'd get scammed too, man. Like, you've been playing
So-
this for longer than us. Like, how
That-
many hours? Like, what? 20 hours?
That
20,000
day
hours.
was like the worst day because that day was the release of the 1.3 patch. So my character got weak, and I lost an Arkanthiel with 184 decks.
Wow.
That cost like 40 million by that time.
Wait, did the attack speed of Arkanthiel's Visage, did it go down also or no?
Yeah,
It go down? Down also.
that's the reason the price dropped.
I see. That's crazy.
Before the patch, Arkanthiel with 160 decks above,
Uh-huh.
you're not going to find it on an AH.
Not anymore.
There's no way.
Not
It
anymore.
gets sold instantly. Because after the patch, man, after the patch, it's everywhere. They should fix the trading system. Many people are actually, and that thing that you drop when you drag an item, I think you should have like a confirmation if you have somebody in your party or in your game. Because a lot of people are dropping items. This guy named, what's this guy's name? Scammer on the forum. The guy who scammed me was A2M, and I forgot the other guy's name, but he's the one doing the drop thing, and he got all these items, Uber items, right? And one day he made a thread selling all items Uber, and many people were mad. It's like, oh, those are items that you stole from other guys. You're an idiot. You're gonna get karma. Blah, blah, blah. And he answered, no, I didn't scam this. I found this on the ground.
That's funny.
That's what he's like.
that's
I didn't scam this. I found this on the ground.
He's acting all innocent right now. Like, he doesn't feel no shame. Like, oh yeah. Well, in a way, I guess.
It's like, oh, God, this guy's funny.
I guess in a way they did,
that's
kinda.
They should
But
fix
screw
that.
those. No, you know what they're gonna do?
And-
They're not gonna fix that. You know why? Because they want people
Why?
to use the Arma more. That's what's gonna happen.
Or at least
They're
they
not.
should like move the trading window or make it draggable, like in the middle. Because every time you trade, you're going to look on the left side.
How about a lock
Why
button?
not?
Right?
Yeah.
Like a lock
Timer
button.
or a comma.
A comma, yeah, that would really a couple of commas here and there, like, come on, that would
It's
really
going to save a lot of people.
those two things. So like whenever you're typing in like the zeros, like a comma pops out instantly. That's actually really helpful. But anyways, yeah, enough about that topic. That really annoying topic. Let me see if we have any more thing to talk about here. Do you have anything to you have anything you want to talk about, by the way, Sir Rye?
Oh, my suggestions for people who want to make money.
Oh,
Diablo
there you
3.
go. Yeah. Go ahead.
Like number one, all those trash. And here's the thing, right? There are a lot of guys, my friends, were like, you can create like a new character, a free character, and put all your trash there.
That is true.
Many people aren't doing that, and they have like all these gems on their stash. It's like, why are you not moving that on another character? They're like, oh, I'm lazy to make one. Man, it just takes 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Make a character,
Mm-hmm.
do that first action thing, and you get a free stash. That's one. You put all your trash there, right? Get all the trash, and then sell all your trash and armor. Man, $2, $5. Man, you do that for 1 year straight. You do that for 1 year straight. you're gonna get like what, $1,000, $2,000, not bad,
Well,
from selling trash.
what is quality trash, by the way? What is a quality trash? That's a weird thing to say. Like that's what's basically sellable trash.
Sellable trash are still like
hard.
for example this DPS bowls, right? For example, I just sold something for $5 right now. It's only 850 DPS, but it has 200 dex and 50% crit damage with no slot. So basically, nobody's going to buy that on AH, but somebody's going to buy that for $5, and somebody did.
That's actually pretty good. You know, that's 200 dex and a slot, so he can do whatever he wants
But
with it.
dexterity doesn't add that much damage for us.
Why? Isn't it like one for every 1,000 or something like that?
No, no, no. I tried it. It did not do.
No.
Remember my xbow?
Uh-huh.
It has 291 dex.
Only 291 dex? Wow.
It has 1k DPS, 291 dex, slot, and a bonus of 98% crit damage. And I can't kill
Wow.
Asthma with that.
Maybe that's why you have no dex. Because 290 is pretty low, right? For dex? Oh, for the bow, you mean? For the
290
bow.
is
Oh,
huge.
in the bow, in the bow. I was like,
In the
in
bow.
general. I thought you were saying in general. You only
In
had
general, I have
200.
3,000.
I was
So,
saying.
so I sold the bow for $5, right? I can't sell it on AH. Nobody's gonna
No.
buy that like for what? Maybe somebody's gonna buy that for 50k, but nobody's gonna see it for an AH because there are like a bajillion bows posted in AH. Nobody's gonna see your bow, but somebody's gonna see that on Arma. So somebody saw it, like, oh, 850, it got dex and crit damage. This must be good for $5. He bought it. And
let me see.
I sold a legendary sword,
Uh-huh.
a mace. I mean a mace, with 22% magic find. A mace,
That's it? For $5?
legendary. I sold it for $7.
Is that a mace
Nobody's-
63? Or no?
No, it's a legendary 50 plus, right?
Uh-huh. Ah.
But because it's rare for a weapon to have magic find.
That's true. Why can't I
Right, you
sell
don't-
my sickle then? That's not fair. I have a legendary sickle on AH that I tried to sell
Yeah,
for like $5.
I can't sell that on AH.
I mean the Arma. Excuse me, sorry.
So I was not able to sell it on AH, right? So I put it in Arma, like $2, and then starting for 8.5, and I got $7. It's pretty good because that's a way. And right now I got like $80 from selling trash.
That's really good. And how low do you go with the pricings? Is the lowest $5 or so?
Yeah, $5.
That's the
Man,
lowest
you're
you
not
go.
going to use that items on your stash, right? It's just gonna be pasikip. It's gonna take up spaces.
Yeah. And how? What do you call that? If it doesn't sell the first time, do you sell it again? Do you try to sell it again?
You try to sell it again and like reduce the price. Right? If it doesn't sell for $3, get it away. Nobody's gonna
Just
want
throw
it.
it out, right? That's true. It's actually usually sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. You know, when someone's shopping for that exact same item, that's gonna. It's just
Yeah,
lucky
with-
sometimes.
Right now in AH, the problem is like the drop rate is too high. It's flooded with items, right? So hard to sell items right now.
Seriously, yeah. So many items.
Unless your price is 100% off. And that's how I sell my items. It's really
100%
cheap.
off.
Every time I post my items on the page, I make sure that that's lower in AH and that's lower more. Lower really more. Like if the lowest one is in AH for 1 million, I'm going to sell it on the page for 500k. Because if I post it for 900k on AH, I'm going to get like deducted 15%. Like I'm gonna get like 650, and it's going to take time.
It's pretty much gonna be the same way. Yeah.
Same way.
Yeah. So yeah, losing that extra 500k isn't really that bad, I guess.
So there's like second step making money, and right now, I do suggest you don't sell your gold right now unless you don't want to play the game. Because people were selling gold before they were even strong. So what happened? I know a lot of people who sold gold. Right now they can't even farm because they have no item.
They have no gold.
Because they sold their gold.
Yeah, they have nothing to play with. So they already
They're not-
like They prematurely sold everything. They
because
prematurely
they
got
got
excited.
They got excited. Oh, I'm gonna make money on Diablo 3, and I'm going to like show off all my friends.
They made money, and
After
where's
like
the money now?
after 1 month, oh my God, I can't farm Act 2. I'm stuck in Act 1.
You know what? What's funny? You have any tips for me? Because I cannot. I'm really having a hard time with farming in Act 2. Like I already have like what 10k armor and then 900 resist.
Right now,
but
I don't suggest
10k
Act 2.
D.
I don't suggest Act 2. If you're going to have a run,
Hmm?
go for Act 1 or Act 3. Right? Because the increase of drop rate on Act 1 and Act 2 is just so small. And the mobs, man, the mobs on Act 2 are annoying.
Are crazy. Seriously. Those
Right? Those
flies?
nagas, those flies, and those
The
invisible
Naga,
nagas.
yeah. They do so much
Those are
damage. It's crazy.
No, they don't do damage to DH. They kill DH in one hit.
In one hit. To us, it's so much damage. They attack so fast too, especially those elite with fast and molten and fire chains.
Yeah.
They know how to get around you, because they know how, like whenever they have fire chains, they're gonna really just go surround you and such. Even they're not gonna attack you, just gonna surround you because they know that the fire chain is gonna do more damage to you than their normal attack. So it's really crazy, and then they're gonna surround you. It's horrible. It's really
So-
hard.
My point was, if you're going to farm between Act 1 and Act 2, I suggest you go Act 1. It's going to be an easy run, but you get like, what, a less 5% chance of getting a level 6 free, but you're not going to die more often. It's still very efficient, right? It's just like Act 3 and Act 4. If you have 400k DPS, you go farm Act 4.
That is.
But,
Mhm.
man, right now, I'm happy with Act 3. I can have more items in Act 4, which is really like uberly godly 100 million, but it takes time. And you know, you find 8 elites on Act 4, and then after that it's Diablo.
Yeah, that's true. I'm actually trying my
in-
bit. Go ahead.
In Act 3, you get to kill like 25 more elites. That's more chances on getting a good roll. Same in Act 1. It's really easy run. There's this guy who got this bow from Act 1. Right? 1100 DPS with 100% base crit damage and a slot. Nothing else. Sold it for 120 million. Just from Act 1.
He was able to sell it. Wow.
That was a very good bow. He sold it for like 2 hours after the bidding. 110 million.
That's good. That is really
That's
good.
in Act 1. That's in Act 1.
It's really just all about luck. Like Magic Find isn't even a factor. It's all about.
So there's this
all about
question.
luck.
What is your recommended DPS for Act 2? For Act 2,
For
without SS and SA, I think 60k is sufficient.
60k.
60k. Without SS and SA, just base.
That's the lowest you can go, or
That's the DPS to be efficient.
to be efficient
Like you can do a run easily.
with 45k. I guess is it workable with 45k?
45k is workable, but you're going to like have more APM needed and more repairs, more money for the repair guy.
And most likely you're gonna have to avoid some of the elites, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah, 45k is too low for Act 2.
for DH,
45k
yeah.
is good for Act 1.
It's really low actually.
So right now I only have like 90k DPS base, and I'm doing good in Act 3.
How much is your critical increased damage? 20%.
It's really low. It's only 250. Right now I'm saving money right now. So I can gear up, but I'm not choosing to, because I want that one-hand xbow 2 times. Two one-hand xbow.
You really want to go for dual wield? You really
Yeah.
want the speed, huh? You really want the speed.
I want to reach 5 attack speed per second.
5
That's gonna
attacks
be
per
fun.
second.
It's gonna be. That is possible.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you need to
Like
make a
with-
video out of that whenever you get it.
With both 11% IAS
Uh-huh.
xbows and max attack speed for all the gears, like 9% on the glow, 9% on the amulet. It's possible you can get 5 shots in 1 second.
It really is. That's awesome.
Because the bow before, right now I think I can go for 3.0 on the bow. 3.2 at the max. So with 2 one-hand xbow, I think it's possible with 5. Yeah, look at this.
Done.
Imagine 2 one-hand xbow with 3% lifesteal.
No, you don't need the
11%.
life steal though,
You
because
don't
life steal
life
is
steal,
really
man.
bad right now. Life on hit.
You
If
die
you
in one
want
hit.
life steal, you want life on hit. And yeah, you said, as you said, you die when on those levels, I guess.
Our health globes, right? I mean, our life HP, it
Hmm.
doesn't go down like barbarian monks, and you have to go pots. No, we don't go like that. We go either black or red. That thing. We either die or not.
You you get hit or die trying, or you hit or die trying, or something like that.
We
Whatever.
got hit.
You can't. How? What's the cooldown, by the way, on SS? Is there a cooldown on that, or just the region of the thing?
There's a cooldown, zero point 0.5 seconds or 1 second, and that is enough for you to die.
That's true. Because if you get one hit, if you can get, if you can run
Because
away.
after the SS, like a paced beast is gonna smack you. You die.
And that's why no one plays Witch Doctor, because basically the Witch Doctor has the same skill, but there's like a 15-second cooldown or something. Anyways, I think that's enough for this topic, I guess. We're gonna go on a really, really quick break. We're gonna just discuss about quickly on DiabloPH and what's the status of the community right now. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in so far in the show. If you guys haven't, please do follow the channel, because we are gonna be able, if we get like 200 followers in this channel, we're gonna be able to do like multiple stream qualities and such, and that's actually gonna be just benefiting for everyone in the community, especially to those people who can't watch high quality streams and such. Okay, so stick around, guys. We'll be right back for a little bit more discussion. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Wow. We're back for the last part of today. The last discussion is going to be about DiabloPH, alongside with me again, and still the very awesome Mr. Rye. How are you, sir?
Hello.
Thank you for dropping so much knowledge already in this show. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are learning from those knowledge as well. Unfortunately, Nikki or Arkanthiel is not here with us right now, and he couldn't discuss some of the topics that we talked about, and we couldn't really like how do you say, take advantage of what we're about to talk about right now, because we're going to be talking about the DiabloPH. For those who are not aware, because I'm pretty sure some of the people watching right now are not from the group, DiabloPH is pretty much a Facebook group that the Filipinos made so that we can just bond with each other, because basically it's not really hard to find people in the Philippines that plays a game that you need to buy a non-pirated copy of. That's really hard to come by, and now we are actually 1600 strong and counting and increasing, so that's actually really, really awesome. And I believe there's like more than 10,000 copies sold in the country right now. I think it's more than double than what StarCraft 2 sold before. But yeah, we're going really strong, and we want to talk about DiabloPH as a group, because it's a group that we want to stay or maintain the cleanliness of. And right now there are some people who are like taking advantage of the generosity of some of our moderators. Arkanthiel is actually one of the moderators that is supposed to say some rules that's supposed to come out very soon. He was supposed to announce it tonight, but I guess we're not really gonna announce it. But yeah, let's talk about the group for now. So basically, I want to ask Rye, what do you think about the group so far, the DiabloPH group? How is it going?
I think it's quite a mess with it, because everyone, including me, are posting items. Because there was this time like a week ago, there was like a poll or a question like if the moderator should like delete all those selling items, right? So I agree with that, but then it didn't happen. Nobody was getting banned. No threads was getting deleted, right? So I just, okay, it's not being implemented, I will just post my items as well. But DiabloPH should be clean and should not be for selling stuff.
Yeah.
Do we have another page for that?
Yeah, some members already made basically a DiabloPH auction house group, and people actually, I think there's like a couple hundred people who join it, but not everyone is actually using it, because they already know that most of the people are staying in DiabloPH, so they're still taking advantage of the fact that the moderators are still too kind and not really banning people. Well, there's no really point in banning people, because you still want to keep the group together, but you just need to limit them to what they can do with the group and such. Basically, my main issue is that people are selling items that has no base price, no bidding price,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
buyout price and
That's the
such.
problem.
That's one of the that's one of the major concerns here.
Because when I sell items, I make sure that, I check the AH before I post an item, right?
Yeah.
People will say, LBO, leave best offer, and then people is going to ask, how much? Man, it's LBO, and this guy's asking how much. You guys are idiots. You guys will never get through. Right? Post a
Yeah.
base price.
Yeah.
Put a base price, right? And then if the guy can actually afford it and wants it, he's going to message you. That's how easy it is, right? And of course,
So-
we play in the US server.
Yeah, all of
I
us
don't know
play in the US.
anyone. I don't know anyone who plays in Asia. That's gonna be really bad.
There are some people who plays in Asia, but then again, whoever plays in Asia is not really gonna be able to use Arma, because
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, all the copies in the Philippines it's basically its major or its
Connect-
main
or
server is
tied
connected to
up
the
into
Americas.
that.
Yeah, so they have or Blizzard made a rule that whoever or if that's your main server, you're not gonna be able to sell on another server. That's pretty much limiting, or that's pretty much their way of not allowing those Chinese people to sell, the China resellers to
Yeah.
sell in America server. So yeah, that's actually good information. But yeah, seriously, those you really need those base price, guys. And if you guys are gonna try, go ahead.
And people, those people actually put up wrong prices. Like this guy, the item is good. Don't try tricking people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I see many guys trying to trick people. Like, oh, I'm gonna make money off this guy because I'm going to trick him. It's not gonna happen. Even if he say it's only worth 100K, he's not going to sell it for 100K.
No,
Right?
you can't do that. We're actually here to just help each other. That's why one of the reasons why the group is made to help
That's
each
why many
other.
people are actually like adding me as a friend just for asking the price.
Really?
That's good because
That's awesome though, because you know
That's
the,
awesome, man.
you
I'm
do know
helping
your
people.
prices. Yeah.
they know I'm saying the real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's this thread, right? A guy posted this one-hand xbow, like for a buyout of 60 million. You know
Mhm.
that? Remember that?
Buyout of 60 million crossbow.
And it's a one-hand xbow for maybe 900 plus DPS with a max discipline of 8 with no attack speed. Right? So here's the thing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He said the starting bid is 10 million, the buyout is 60 million. I'm not blaming the guy. He might not know the price, right? But I'm blaming all those people who bash that guy, like saying, "Oh, you're so OP, you're an idiot, you don't know the price." Because after that, he changed the base price. He changed everything because he checked the AH and he told himself, "Oh, I was wrong." But these people were like saying, "Oh, that bow is shit. That costs like 2 million. I'll buy it for 3." Right? I actually replied on that trade. I said that bow is worth 10 million to maybe 25 million at max.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's gonna buy it for 30 million. It's not 1K. It doesn't have attack speed.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it's really hard to sell also as well in the community, because there are people who are gonna abuse that, Kapwa Pinoy price, are you saying, like Pinoy price and such. But it's not really a good thing to do that. You're basically abusing this generosity of this guy. But then again, he also knows he doesn't really know his pricings that much as well. Like as you said, he's basing it or 60 million, which is not really the price for it. I guess he just got really excited. Like sometimes I got excited, like, okay, oh wow, this is so awesome, I'm gonna put it right now $200. All right. And yeah, Arma. And so
There are a lot of guys. I felt poor for that guy. He got a lot of bash.
Mm-hmm.
He got whacked really hard. Like 10 people, 15 people was like saying you're an idiot, blah 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 blah. But those idiots are actually trying to trick that guy to sell that bow for a cheaper price.
It's not really good. It's not really.
You're not helping people.
That's not really helping. Like if you're gonna help, tell them like the honest thing. Like don't help them to get an advantage of them, I guess.
You will get rich, you will get strong without tricking people.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy nowadays. It's easy to get there. And you don't
This-
even, what do you call that? You don't even need to scam people because scamming doesn't
Right.
really lead to anything good.
Right?
It's just
So
temporary.
here's
Go ahead.
your main goal right now in Diablo for everyone watching.
Mhm.
You get strong, you farm until you can farm Act 4 in efficiency. After that, you farm Act 4 in what? An hour?
Mhm.
That is the time that you can actually make money from Diablo.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Those
So
peak
don't sell
hours,
your-
I guess, yeah. The peak hours.
Don't sell your gold right now. You get too excited. Like, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna show all of my friends. Where's your gear right now? You got nothing. You are stuck in Act 1.
Keep saying that. I was like, oh man, those guys must be like, oh man, why did I?
They're
Why
actually
did I do
regretting
that?
it. A lot of my friends. Oh, Rye, I need some gears. I can't farm. You sold your gold, did you?
It's your fault. Like,
It's your fault, man. Right now, I'm in Act 3. I got one more act. Act 4, you can farm it in an hour.
mhm.
You do it for 1 month. You're going to earn at least $1,000 a month. That's guaranteed from getting Uber items. Right? You get something rare,
Mhm.
even though it's worth more than 250. Man, sell it for 250. You don't need any more gears. You're already geared up.
Yeah. Like you already
There's
said.
no point.
One of the reasons why I sell like cheap stuffs lately in the auction house is because I just need the gold. I just really don't need, like, I don't really need to sell this to you for really expensive because it's not really a big deal. I just want to sell stuff because I'm just trying to get rid of stuff in the, what do you call that, in my stash, because you know you do get good stuff but not good enough to sell for a really good price, so it's not really a big deal, so why take advantage? So,
Okay, here's
go ahead.
something. Offcut says Act 4 drops are same as Act 3 rates. Yes, that is true.
Mhm.
But the rolls in Act 4, you're not going to find at 1,500 DPS in Act 3. The best you can get from Act 3 is 1,300.
Mm.
That is from my experience.
That's your experience. Oh, I see.
Everyone I asked where they get those 1,400, 1,500 DPS, nobody answered Act 3, Act 1, Act 2.
You're not gonna get it in Act 1.
You're not gonna get an Act 1, man. You're crazy.
You're not gonna get
That's
it in
why
Act
I'm
1.
telling people you should aim for Act 4.
I want
That
to
is
get
when you get lucky,
there. Mhm.
you hit jackpot price.
And you need to make a build that's gonna make it worth your time, or you're gonna farm there efficiently, I guess. You need
Oh,
to make a
here's
build for that.
engineer Sean. Basically, that's the reason why I get trash rolls in Act 1. Basically, you get trash rolls in every act. What I'm saying is this one, right? Randomization from programming language, right? In Act 1, you get more trash because you get randomized by 20 elements, right? Maybe in Act 4, you get randomized by 12.
Mhm.
That's better. And that's the reason you should aim for Act 4. Blizzard may not preset which roll is good, but they did deduct the number of trash rolls per act. You get what I'm saying here?
I
Right?
get it. I really get it. It's so mind blowing.
Like from the boots, right? Example, you get a boots from Act 4. It has a better chance of getting a good roll than a boots in Act 1. But you can also have a good roll in Act 1. You just have to be more lucky.
Damn. And
You
have
will
to-
never see
You have to find it in Act
1,500.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go in Act
you
4
really
and
have to
farm
get there.
that in an hour. You have to get there. That's your goal. If you can have that, farm that in an hour, you can make a living out of Diablo.
As long as
It's
the
like
game
you earn,
survives,
like-
you know, as long
yeah.
as the game survives.
Maybe you can earn more. You can earn more,
Yeah.
1,000, maybe 2,000.
Damn.
And then your friends ask you, well, how do you work? Oh, I just stay at home playing game.
Oh, you know what those people who did, like, before any patch happened, like they just abused one of the heroes or one of the mini bosses in Act 4.
Yeah, I actually know that, but it's not that good. If
It's
you
not
know.
that good anymore.
I tried that. No, even though before the patch.
Before it wasn't. Oh, really?
It
Ah.
wasn't that good. I had this one friend who was doing it for a day. Before the patch,
Mhm.
I was doing normal run. For 8 hours, he will get one, maybe two if I get lucky. That would sell for 2 million. Man, I earn like 300,000 from Sarkot, dank seller in every hour. I earn more than him
Damn.
while watching TV and reading forums.
So it's really just
It's not-
luck of the draw. So 8 hours,
not
you can
that-
only, there's only like one item, I guess, or a couple items
if you
that
know-
goes for 2 million in
If you know
total.
Tommy J, right? If you know Tommy J,
Yeah, I know Tommy J.
he and his brother, he farmed that spot
Mhm.
on Act 4. They both farmed it for days. They got nothing. They farmed it with
Ah.
MF. They got nothing. They wasted time.
Because you don't have the valor, I guess. They don't have the
You
valor.
don't have the valor.
Yeah. You do need
You
the
won't
valor.
get yellows. Man, the chance of getting a yellow from that boss is like what? 1%.
And it's lower now.
It's-
It's much lower now.
Just imagine 1%, man. Every 15 to 10 minutes, or maybe 10. Because you have to reconnect,
Mm-hmm.
you have to walk away.
You need
10
to
minutes
kill
you
it.
can go.
Yeah.
And
You know.
then you got a chance of 1% to spawn a yellow. And you need another 1% or maybe 10% to roll it as good to make it sellable.
Yeah. That's not fun. It's not
It's not
fun. You're repeating everything, and it's
If
not
you
sure.
want to repeat something, you find like this redundant chest spawn,
Mm-hmm.
resplendent chest.
Resplendent chest. Mm-hmm.
Right? That's good. Like an active.
Well,
That is where
no, they
people
nerfed
got.
that, right? They nerfed that now.
They already nerfed it. You can't use MF on
Chest and waist and
chest anymore. And dead
bodies.
people. Because basically before, all the vases and all the breakable items in Act 4
Mm-hmm.
acts as mobs too. They just don't move. So what other people did was they just got like 250% MF, break 30 vases. They got rares from that.
Even if it's
That's
only
why-
gold fine, that's a lot of gold. Like those are the spots, the spot in Act 1 basically going to the
Yeah.
Auric. It's
That's what-
people are
yeah.
saying like 200k per run. Or no?
No,
That's
higher.
200K
If
per-
I did that with
Uh-huh.
my gold fine gears, I have 300% gold fine gears. I tried that like for an hour because I did that and then later on it got patched. It
Yeah.
sucks for me.
They moved
I did that like
yeah.
one run, I got like 28k
28k.
in 3 minutes.
That's quick, yeah. And you have your
3
pet
minutes.
picking up everything. You have your
Yeah, I got my pet picking up everything.
so it's really helpful.
So I said, "Oh my God, I gotta do this for 24 hours," and then it got banned or fixed. It's like, damn. Be-
You can't really do anything about it, It went
can't
out.
do
It went out to the world. It went out to the
every
world.
time I find something good, it will get nerfed.
They don't want you to have fun. They want
They
you to
don't want
have.
me to-
They want you to
Remember
have fun
that-
in a specific
That
way.
bug. Remember that bug? That SS bug? Infinite SS. You remember that?
I never got to
We
try,
had-
but what happens? Like you guys never ran out of SS?
We had that before they fixed it. But I
Oh,
only tried that like for a day because people posted on YouTube the build. You get infinite SS. There's no cooldown. You don't die in any acts.
that's
I got to
awesome.
try it for one day. It was fun. And all my friends, oh, I'm going DH. And then
It got nerfed
after
next
the
day.
day, one day after it got nerfed. And then they were asking me, how come it's not working for me? Oh, it got fixed. I'm sorry.
Blizzard's quick with that thing. Blizzard.
Because people are posting it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They're
And
stupid.
on website that Blizzard checks, like on our Diablo or in DiabloFans.com. Those are the sites that Blizzard really checks. Like even how do you say that? Like even Blizzard employees post on those websites. Like Bashak posts on those
Yeah.
websites. They have their blue posts there as well, like their special
Bashak
posts.
also posts on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
There's this thing. Oh, DH get nerfed real bad. Our elemental arrow, level 60, tentacle,
Uh-huh.
it got nerfed from being so good to useless. Nobody uses it right now. Just imagine this thing, right? A level
Tentacles.
50 room
Uh-huh.
is more useful than a level 60 room. How is that, gaming mechanic goes? It's really bad.
That's what they wanted
Nobody
to do,
can-
though. Like basically, that's what every race or class uses nowadays. Is that's what Blizzard wanted it to happen? Like random or switch those runes and those
If-
skills.
If they want to let us switch, right? They should let us switch between Valors or Valors. Valors should not disappear when you switch
yeah,
gears.
seriously, yeah. Why
This-
why did
this
they think
is-
about that?
Yeah, that is like craziest thing, right? There are these elites that you just want to switch skills because you want to try. Maybe I want to try laying on 5 traps. Because he's low on health, I will switch all my MF gears.
Yeah,
right?
to defensive stuff. Then you can run away
Maybe
for a second.
there are these elites that maybe slow frost runes good. I don't know who thought of that thing, right?
It's really weird.
If they want more diversity, they want more flexibility on the skills. They should not. They should remove it. They should let people use skills between elites.
Yeah, because you're stuck with that set for the whole run, and you can't even
For the
switch
whole
away.
run,
Yeah.
you get like 3 Veilers. You're not gonna switch skills.
Nah. I get 1 Veil. I'm gonna quit whenever I lose that. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna log out and restart again.
We're finished, right?
Yeah, that's annoying.
I hope people enjoyed watching. You learned something from us.
Oh, thank you again for joining in, guys. Anyways, yeah, I guess last shout out to the groups. It's all up to us to keep it clean, you know. The Knights of DiabloPH, you know, we're there. I'm pretty sure a lot of people here are watching that they want to keep the group as well clean as possible, and it's all up to us, man. It's not really, it's just if you see some like awful posts, like for example, want to sell, leave offer, best price, blah 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 blah, and then they keep on bumping and bumping and bumping it for like every 10 minutes or so, be like, hey, you can't do that. That's not cool. There's some guidelines here that you need to follow, and you're not following it right now. Like, just tell it in a really kind way and such, because all our moderators are not there all the time. They got work also, and they also need their time to play the game as well. They want to play the game also. So yeah, it's all up to us. If you guys see something, you know, just say something to them, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna understand and they're gonna change it up as well. And do you have any last shoutouts, I guess, to the community, to the groups, before we sign off?
Yeah. Put a base price.
Put a base price. Put a base price and everything.
Stop tricking people. That's sick.
Yeah.
Sick of you guys who are trying to trick people into selling you cheap items.
Seriously, yeah.
You should respect people, especially our own kind.
Respect, yeah, the community. Come on, man. There's
community, man. You're trying to trick other people.
Why are you doing that? Like, it's all up to us to help each other out. Like, come on, you bought this awesome game, and you just want to mess with other people. Like, I know some people here actually, like, this is their first original game. I mentioned before, like, this could be their first original game because Diablo 2 was so popular. It was in all com shops and in all net cafes right now, and it's really easy to install because there's no DRM on it. You can play it anywhere you want. You can play whatever you want. And it's
just
really
bring
easy
a
to
discount.
play. As long as your computer can play it, which almost every game can play, or every PC should be able to play right now, it's really easy to get. And then they saw Diablo 3 is about to come out, like, oh wow, I'm getting this.
Yeah, the reason why Diablo 3 was a success is because of Diablo 2.
Seriously, people really like Diablo 2, even though it's
people bought Diablo 3 because of the name Diablo. If you name this something else, like maybe, I don't know,
Farts and Giggles 3.
Yeah. Or maybe farming RPG, farm until you die. Right?
Farming RPG.
Nobody's gonna buy. Even though this is the exact gameplay, just change the name. Nobody's gonna buy.
Yeah.
Diablo 2 was way more fun.
Like Torchlight 2. Have you heard of that game?
Yeah, but I don't want to look at it because I don't want to get hooked.
Yeah. It's basically sorry, I'm what you say?
Before I chose Diablo.
Yeah.
I was like thinking for what's this game name? Forgot this game, man.
It's the same thing. It's the same style.
No, it's not Torchlight, but
Guild Wars.
Terra Online.
Terra. Alright.
I don't want Guild Wars because I didn't play Guild Wars 2 and 1, so basically I have no idea what that is. But when I saw Terra Online, it has this graphics like
it really
wow.
looks nice. Really looks nice.
It looks nice.
Really.
But I thought myself, man, I think I'm gonna earn money on Diablo than Terra Online.
And it's gonna cost you more to play Terra because there's a monthly fee for that.
Yeah, because you have to pay.
That's expensive actually. $15 a month. That's more than WoW when it came out. That's crazy. That's really insane. Yeah. But it does look nice, and it's actually a lot of people actually playing it, surprisingly. And
yeah, but I know, but $15 for a lot of people, I think it's cheap. Some people find it expensive, but you know, some people get like $50 from just going to school every day. They can pay it for a month. Guild Wars 2 is good. Journey Park
Hopefully,
Diablo
Offers
3.
hopefully says Guild Wars. Hopefully, Guild Wars 2 is good. Most likely, it looks like it's shaping up to be a really awesome game. Like from
Yeah,
all
I
the
think
trailers
Guild
I
Wars
see.
2.
Yeah.
I have no background on Guild Wars 2, but based on the things or things that I heard or read, if Guild Wars 1 was a success,
Mm-hmm.
Guild Wars 2 is gonna kick ass. Remember, those are different companies from Blizzard.
Yeah.
Blizzard may develop the best games, but they may not have the best balanced team or developers.
That's true. Because and what's good about Guild Wars 2 is that it's gonna be free to play. It's basically free to play. Once you buy it, you're not gonna pay
Yeah.
for every month. But they're
Yes.
still gonna support the game, which is really awesome. I guess they're gonna be. It's gonna be like a freemium account where you can buy like some items as well. Or
Just
maybe,
like-
yeah, Diablo basically.
Just our like local RPG market right now, where everything is free to play, but in order for you to get strong, you have to pay for the item.
That's horrible. I don't like that.
Every RPG here in our
Oh,
country.
I don't like that at all.
Level Up Games, Mobius, they will open up new games every 3 months, free to play,
Is it
and then
really?
you have to buy the items.
Oh man. I remember when when I used to buy my prepaid load for RF. Oh my god.
RF, yeah.
100
Will
pesos
buy
1 week.
1 week, man. But I think that was worth it, man. That
Oh
was
yeah,
RF
every
was
moment
so good
was fun.
before.
Guild
Before all those,
Chip Wars, man. Chip Wars
well,
was the best.
Yeah.
It was the best thing to do before.
RF was one of the best thing.
Mm.
But then when the dupes came out, everything came out, I sold all my items and made a lot of money. I got like 100K, bought a new PC, bought a new cell phone, left
awesome.
RF.
We already said this thing before, but you know Ragnarok Online, right? Like when it was big,
Yeah.
like people were selling those ghost ring things
Yeah.
for like a
It
lot
cost
of money.
20,000.
Hmm? We already said before, like this guy was able to sell his account, I believe, for a Ferrari. So
Wow.
that's something. That is really crazy. And the guy who sold I believe that guy who sold the Ferrari is not happy anymore because he just sold the Ferrari
Yeah.
for a game
I mean,
that
come
died.
on. You traded your car for a virtual item, for pixels. That's stupid right
Well,
there.
maybe it's
Even
only
though
like a
you're
birthday
uber
gift
rich.
for him. You know, you never know.
Even, I mean, you know, even if you're uber rich,
Uh huh.
man, you can just
It's gonna
offer like
sting,
a
yeah.
million.
It's gonna
Even
sting.
if you offer $1 million peso, he's
Uh-huh.
going to accept it. Why did you offer a Ferrari? You need to buy some brains.
You need to go to school, man. You gotta stop buying your grades. You gotta stop paying for your grades. Like
No, he
some
owns the
people
school.
do. He owns the school.
He owns the school, man. He can throw away a Ferrari.
He
man.
knows the
can,
principle.
He can afford to make a school for himself.
It's horrible. Anyways, that's it for us. I guess we're gonna close things off with that. I want to thank everyone who joined in for today. A lot of people joined in. We did see a lot of show ups because I'm pretty sure because of the down server problem right now, maintenance basically. And I'm pretty sure Blizzard's already working their magic behind the scenes. And when they release the game or when they make the servers accessible again, there's gonna be some hotfix that's gonna happen. That's
Yeah,
I can guarantee that.
drop
I can
rates.
definitely
Drop
guarantee
rates
that.
Will maybe go down.
Yeah. Any last shoutouts, by the way, sir, before we go
Oh.
and close off?
It's okay. I'm done.
You done with your shoutouts?
Good
Alright.
night.
Alright,
Good
so that's thank you again to Mr. Rudolph Ryan Perez for joining me here and dropping some knowledge here. An Acri player or an Acri farmer right here who doesn't really seem that Act4 is worth or is more efficient for him right now, which is I guess reasonable. Is dropping some knowledge here and actually learned a lot today. Hopefully you guys also learned a lot as well. We are actually gonna do this every Tuesday for this month at least. So if you guys are interested in following us, please do select the follow button right there. It's actually gonna help us out a lot because that's basically if we get 200 followers, we're gonna be able to apply for a partnership, which in turn is gonna help out all those viewers who have no or have pretty bad internet connection because they're gonna be able to watch in 240p, 224p as low as 224p I think is the lowest you can watch, and then those people who have good internet can watch into 720p or so and such. And I think that's it for us. Follow me on Twitter, WawaSC, or on Facebook, Wawa Batuta, and him. Well, where can we follow
You can find me. You can find me in DiabloPH
Yeah.
group every day.
You can find him on DiabloPH. To those actually people who actually are interested in joining the groups, I guess we can welcome them, right? Those non-Filipinos, I guess we can welcome. Yeah, we can, you guys, if you guys can
You can-
find the group in Facebook and are interested in joining in the conversations and community and such, please do join the community. Just try to ignore all those self posts, I guess, those horrible self posts that we addressed today, that hopefully people will fix, and hopefully fix themselves. Anyways, I think that's it for us, and hope you guys to see you soon. We are gonna be back on Thursday for StarCraft 2 talk, not Diablo 3. Hope you guys join us as well. Alright, peace out. We are out. Bye.